Look at my girl. Hey, you guys. Hi, coach.
Hey, what's up? What's
Hi.
up?
I'm getting the girls in.
No worries. I'm getting myself set back up.
Okay, sorry I'm late. I was in the office and I got a lot going on, but I'm here.
No worries. This is one of those rare nights where I don't have a bunch of things to do. So I was like, where y'all at?
Right, you was on here on time. I was like, oh my God, I seen your thing. I was like, oh my God. I was trying to finish up because this is like the deadline for taxes. So I just been extremely overwhelmed, but I'm here.
No, I understand. I completely understand. Now, my daughter didn't have any practice or anything today, so I've been kind of like twiddling my thumbs, like ready, like, okay, so what we got going on tonight, y'all?
I love it. Absolutely. They are coming in. They're coming in strong.
Yes.
On time. I love it.
Let's see.
I'm gonna make you the host.
Okay.
Host while they come in. And ladies, if you guys can get your notebooks, your pens, and take some really good notes, because she is the truth. She's about to drop some good gems. Okay, let me see.
Sure.
Okay, let me.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And as you guys are coming in, go ahead. If you're using Instagram as a way to promote your business, drop your Instagram, your at name. Put that in the chat. If you have the link, that works even better. You can put that in the chat because we're going to have a conversation about your Instagram pages. My platform specifically is Facebook and Instagram. And I like to say I'm an emerging YouTube and LinkedIn star right now because I feel like I'm killing the platforms right now.
Nice. Love it.
All right, awesome. Got that in. All right, got my Instagram up. All right, rich faces. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. You let me know, Angel, when you're ready for me to start. Whatever works.
You can let me just put it in the mentorship that we are on. I know people are getting off of work, but what time is it out there? What time is it out there?
It's 8:06 right now. And we're good. We're good on time. So I just want to
recording in progress.
Give it some time for people to jump in.
Okay, what city are you in?
I'm outside of Dallas. I'm in Frisco, Texas.
Okay, nice. Are you originally from there?
Nope, I'm from New Orleans. Y'all don't ask me where my accent at because I don't have an accent. Okay, I don't need nobody judging me. I've been in Texas for so long now that I kind of sound like I'm from Texas, but it's that thing when I get upset, that NOLA gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Yeah, love it, love it. Nola, y'all have the most. I love your accent. I'm like, can you say that again? When I went to New Orleans, I'm like, can you say that again?
They be like, say baby. I'm like, if you ask me to say that word.
I love your accent. It's so good. I love it.
And what's so funny, like as I go throughout the day, especially when I start like getting real into my work mode, my assistant be like, I know where you from today. Like, I know exactly where you from. I'm like, okay, I obviously I'm a little excited. My accent coming out real strong.
It be coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I'm thinking about either moving to Atlanta or Houston. I just feel like Houston is the ideal place, but I feel like as far as like networking and the way my businesses are set up, I feel like Houston would do good for me. That like fast, you know.
I believe you can't go wrong with either one, Houston or ATL.
Yep. Those are on my list. Just got to
Because
make a choice.
that's been my thought process here lately. Where's the next move? And I don't know, Houston looking like it too.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So I just put a message inside to tell everybody to get on and then we can get started. Let me post it.
Absolutely.
We are inside and ready for class. Okay. I posted it.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all are ready for tonight. I'm excited. I have to tell you, whenever I have the opportunity to teach, to I like to say minister to people because I feel like God just be using me sometimes. So whenever I have the opportunity to do this, I do get super, super, super excited to just fellowship with you ladies. If you're in a place where you can turn your camera on, that would be great. You're under no pressure to turn your camera on, but if you are in a place where you can turn it on, I love like connecting with your faces. And that also kind of lets me know if you have a question. It's kind of like in school when you have a question, if you can see somebody's face, you know they have a question, you're like, okay, you look like you got a question, right? So I love having the opportunity just to kind of connect with y'all face to face. As you guys come in, I'm gonna mute. Okay, I will ask you guys just to mute yourselves. I know some of you guys are probably driving. Please be safe. Please be safe. This is being recorded, so just make sure y'all are safe, okay? All right, so first and foremost, I want you guys to drop your Instagrams. I see Rakoya, hopefully I don't say y'all names wrong. Rakoya put hers in there. Talisha got hers in there and Jasmine put hers in there. If you guys have your Instagram pages, go ahead and drop them in there because later on we're going to look at pages. So let's just go ahead and jump into tonight. I'll introduce myself. So my name is Janelle Rocket. Everyone just calls me Rocky or Coach Rocky. On my Instagram, I go by Coach Rocky Knows Her Shit, and it's SHYT. I am a social media content and visibility strategist. So I know out in the streets, there's always like coach, there's consultant, there's, strategist, mentor, all that stuff. I am like the person who sees 1,000-piece puzzle and I can instantly see the puzzle and I can put it all together. Like I can just put it together. So I'm a strategist. I have worked for several Fortune 500 companies. My latest one that I'm working for is Geico. You guys know the lizard. I've worked in our marketing and training department. And so I just love marketing. A few things about me, because I feel like to some people, these things matter, but to me, it's just like, as long as I can give you value and actually do the thing, it doesn't matter. But I do have an MBA in marketing. I have a CPTM, which is basically I'm a certified corporate trainer. So I've been certified to teach pretty much at any corporation. I have a Lean Six Sigma green belt, if that matters to anybody. That just basically means I'm good at project management. I'm certified business and life coach. I have several businesses between Airbnb, car rentals, cleaning company, all these other things, right? But I think the most important thing that I do is I'm a mom. My daughter's 12. I am that mom. I show up to everything. I'm cheering. I'm ready to fight. All that stuff. I am that mom. Okay. My daughter says I embarrass her, but that just means I love on her a little bit too hard. But that's probably the most important thing that I do. And I know a lot of you ladies, you may be parents too, and we love our kids. What we do is for our kids. So that's why I'm very passionate about this side of my business, which is the consulting piece, because I know so many Black women, so many minority women started businesses or decided to really push their businesses during the pandemic. And sometimes we just lack that branding, that marketing side of things that we truly need to like go to the next level. So that's why I love this side of my business. I do own a agency, which is a full service digital marketing agency. an HR agency. So we provide done for you services through the agency. So I had to get all my credentials out the way because I know some of you guys probably have never heard of me. And it matters. It definitely does matter. So I've helped hundreds of people.
You gave it to her?
I've helped hundreds of people attract their dream clients and then of course make sales from social media and offline. So I absolutely love what I do. So tonight, I love, if you guys already have questions, this is my rare thing I do. I open it up with questions. Like if you have questions, you can raise your hand and we can start this thing off with questions. Or I have a whole list of things I'm ready to start talking about. But I find that sometimes people are like, I'm ready to ask a question. And then sometimes people need triggers in order to ask a question. And when you're putting out content on social media, you're putting out content that's going to trigger people to buy. So that's why I like to ask questions first. Usually no one has questions. And then I start talking and then everyone has questions. That's the same thing you should be doing with your content. Like when you're putting out content, it should be triggering people to want to set up an appointment. It should be triggering people to want to schedule a call or buy a product. It should trigger them to want to do something. And so we'll talk about those triggers tonight. All right. Cool. No questions yet? That works perfectly fine with me. So let's just jump right into it. So in order to be successful on social media, especially Instagram or Facebook, right, you need to have goals. And so I'm not going to tell you guys what goals that you should have. What I am going to say, well, I'm not going to tell you guys to come up with your goals right now, but I'm going to tell you the goals that you should always have on the platforms. Number one is to grow. It's going to always be to grow. You want to grow your business. You want to grow your following. You want to grow your brand recognition. You want to grow engagement. You truly just want to grow. You want to expand beyond your mama and your sister now. Okay, period. Because when you start a business, the first few people who buy from you, who interact, like who transact with you, is going to be your family and your friends. I like to say that's your, I feel sorry for you customers. They want to support you customers, right? But beyond that, you have to grow beyond those friends. So that means you have to know how to target people that are truly your ideal clients, that's truly your dream clients, are truly the people who are going to spend money with you. So that's your first goal, is always to grow. How am I going to grow on these platforms, right? The second goal is going to be sales, period. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no way in the world I'm going to just be online all day and not making no money. Either you're going to join my email list, you're going to get something I got, you're going to somehow, some way transact with me. It's to make sales. And sales does not, so let me just say this to you. Sales, yes, it means that somebody's spending money with you, but you could also be adding them to your email list. You could add them to your text list. You're getting them off of the platform. Somehow, some way, I'm moving them through a funnel, right? And so I don't care what anybody says. If they're saying, oh, girl, don't worry about sales. Everybody needs sales. You need sales to make your business grow. Now, of course, I'm not going to get on the platform and just talk about sales all day. No, I'm not going to do that. But sales has to be one of your goals. And so for anybody, if you're like, you know what, I don't even know where to start to make sales, all that good stuff, that's perfectly fine. I understand. We've all been there, but your two goals that you need to have on social media is to grow and then to make sales. So you might be asking yourself, how am I going to grow on social media? What am I going to do to grow on social media? I see that a lot of you guys, from what I looked at some of your Instagram pages already, you're in the beauty industry, right? And so I've worked with several clients in the beauty industry, whether they are lash techs, whether they do skincare, whether they sell beauty products, right? And so a lot of times they'll say, how do I grow as a beauty brand? Well, number one, you're a beauty brand. People want to see pretty things. I'm just going to be very honest with you. They want to see the pretty things. They want to see things that appeal to them. They want to see transformation. Right now, my eyebrows look a hot mess. I'm not going to get close. I'm not going to show y'all what they look like, but they look a hot mess, right? And so knowing this, if I was I don't know what they call them specifically, but if I was someone who did eyebrows, I'm going to be showing women, not myself, but I'm going to be showing women all the time with bad eyebrows and then with good eyebrows. They need to see the transformation. And you guys, you're probably like, well, I don't always have customers coming in, right? I don't always have customers coming in. You have friends, you have family that you can do their lashes, you can do their eyebrows for a discounted price, just so you can get some videos going. Because as a beauty brand, you need to be putting out videos. Video content is going to help your business grow. I'm telling you right now. It's one thing for you to just put up there, book an appointment. It's one thing for you to just put up there, oh, you know, I do lashes or I do eyebrows, whatever the case may be. As a beauty brand, video helps your business grow. So you have to have video. I have a client that I work with. She did an event on Eventbrite. So she just hosted an event where she said the first 5 people who come in to the event, you're basically going to get a discount on me doing your lashes, on me basically a whole face makeover. So the people came in, she charged like 50-60% less than what she would typically charge, but she had it in her margin to do so. Throughout that whole time frame, she recorded so much content that she gets to recycle and use. That day she dressed up, she had her makeup done, she had her hair looking good, she had a nice professional setup going. And I mean, they were coming in, the video content was just rolling the whole day. You know how that's 4 months of video content that she has. And then once the ladies were done, before she had them talk, she had them speak and say these things like, I'm here, you know, I'm attending this event, I'm going to get my whole face done. And she's like, all right, let's do it. Showed the whole transformation process. When they were done, she was like, how do you like your look? Oh my gosh, I love my look. But she didn't stop there. She followed up with them a few days later and was like, send me another testimonial. Tell me what people think about you, right? They sent her another testimonial like, oh my husband, he's like, I ain't never seen your skin look so smooth before. So she not only got them while they were there, she had followed up with them afterwards to get more testimonials. So now she has all this video content that she's just putting out. Here's what her ideal clients don't know. They don't know that she shot this months ago. They don't know that. What they know is she's consistently putting out content that reflects her services, what she offers, how people look. She has an appeal. I'm going to mute you.
Thank you, Frida.
Anisha, there we go. All right. She also is showing an appeal of how she looks, and that is appealing to her ideal clients, right? So for any of you guys who are wondering, like, how do I get video content? That's a whole strategy in itself for you to go out and get video content for your business, all right? When you're using the platforms, people are going to come to your page. And I like to say Instagram pages, Facebook pages, it's like a mini commercial or a mini like advertisement page. So when I go to your page, what does your page say about you? Does it say that you do lashes? Does it say that you do a specific type of lashes? Does it say that you are in the Airbnb business, but maybe you do a specific type of Airbnb? What does it say about you? Because if I can't go to your page and get a good idea of what it says about you, then I'm not going to follow you because you can't help me. I'm not going to interact with you because you can't help me. And I don't want to spend so much time going through your content to figure out what it is that you do. You need to have it already set up there for me so I can be able to make that decision if you're the person for me. All right. So this is usually the part where I take a second. I have little reminders on the side to just breathe because I could just go all night. So I want to take a second and I want to kind of check in with y'all, see if y'all have questions, see if this is connecting. Let me know if there's anything else you want me to kind of go into, explain, whatnot.
Can you reiterate? I see like 5 people that came in late. Can you reiterate and just make it short and sweet about, you know, one of your clients that did an event and she was able to like batch a whole lot of content and things of that nature and what their page should look like? Because 5 people just got out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what we were talking about was the two goals that you need to have on social media. One of them is to grow and one of them is to make sales. And a lot of times we struggle with growing because our business needs a certain type of content and we're not putting it out. So your business, especially beauty, health, fitness, even for, I say for any type of service-based business, you need video content. So for example, one of my clients, she scheduled an event on Eventbrite. This event, she marked her top 3 services down by 50%. I think one of them was like 60%. She only took 5 ladies for that event. And so they signed up. When they came in, she had a videographer. So she let me just be honest with y'all. She lost a little money. I'm going to be very honest. She lost a little money because what she lost on the front end, she made what she lost on the front end, she made it on the back end, if that makes any sense. Okay. So they came in that day. She had the video going of them, you know, coming in, how they looked. She's all dressed up. She has her branded apron on, her hair's done, her makeup's done. Everything is set up so nice. And so as she's doing these facials on these women, she's getting them to talk about their experience. Once they're done, she gets them to do a testimonial. And then she followed up with them like 2 or 3 days later, and they did another testimonial. She used all of that content. This was about 90 to 120 days worth of content, that she used all this content. And now she has video content that she's putting out on Instagram, on Facebook. She also has content to put on her website. So this is something else that we don't think about. She has these testimonials that now she can put on her website. So when people go to book her services, she now has photos, she has videos, she has all of this laid out. And so we don't think about that. We just launch a business. We don't think about what content is needed to actually make sales for the business. And so that's why I wanted to be very honest with y'all and say, did she lose money? Yes, she did. She lost money because she had to hire a videographer. She had to get her makeup done. Hair is not cheap. I don't know. First off, I get my hair braided most of the time, but the whole wig sewing thing, my sister was like, it cost me $400. I was like, girl, what? Hair is not cheap. Okay. So she lost some money, y'all, but let me tell you what it did for her business. This is what it did. It immediately gave her testimonials. It immediately gave her reviews. It immediately allowed her to update her website, and her booking, everything looked good. So when people went to her site, they saw her content on her social media pages. Guess what? They're ready to book an appointment. On her, there's another, it's one of the apps that she has, right? She has reviews already uploaded on the apps because she got this while they were there. So this is why it's so important to think, if you guys have, if your goal is growth and sales, yeah, I want to educate people, I want to motivate people, blah, 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 blah. No, your goals is growth and sales. You're going to grow in your business and you're going to make some money. Period. So if any of you guys have questions about that, she said, I'll spend everything on marketing because that's how you secure your brand and profit. Absolutely. You guys already have something in you that God has already given. First, I'll just say this, my disclaimer, if you don't believe in God, I apologize in advance. I'm a big God girl. So if I say it more than one time, that's just why. I don't want to offend anybody, but you guys already have a purpose, and your purpose, you're already operating in it. You have a special talent. So some things you're not going to know how to do. Marketing, you might not be your thing. Sales might not be your thing, but you have to make it your thing in order to be successful in your business. You're in a mentorship right now to learn certain skills so you can be successful in your business. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there. I get very passionate about that. So any questions about your goals, what you want to pursue? Anybody maybe need any clarification on how you want to set up your goals or any of that? Let me know. We're all good? All right.
No, they should have questions. They should have questions.
I do have a question.
What's up?
They should have questions.
Can y'all
I
hear
will
me?
start calling their names out.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry because I'm at work. But Yeah. Do you have a certain way that you set up your goals? Like, you know how some people use different things to set their goals, but like, you know how they have their little the short term, long term goals, or you know, everybody do it differently. So is there a certain way that you do it?
So that's a really great question. I really look at, so I used to be that person that would plan like a year, like what do I want to get in a year? What do I want to do 3 years? What do I want to do in 5 years? And I found myself really working towards like, I don't know, I was working to debt. So I basically decided to make my goals more condensed. And so now I have 30-day goals and I have 90-day goals and 6-month goals. All right. So what do I want to accomplish in 30 days? I look at what I'm offering. So if I have certain things that I'm offering, like, is it a course? Is it a service? Is it a new product that I'm going to be selling? What is it that I'm truly going to be actually promoting or trying to sell? That might be the main thing I'm focusing on for the next 90 days. And so if that is the main thing I'm focusing on for the next 90 days, then how am I going to push and promote this thing? Okay. So my goal, I'll give you guys an example. I just created this jar of hair product and I want to sell 45 of these in the next 90 days. All right. This right here costs $10. And I know for a fact that I'm going to sell all 40 of these in the next 90 days. Okay. So how am I going to sell 40 of these? Realistically, let me ask you guys a question. If I want to sell 40 of them over the next 90 days, how many do I need to sell every day? Over the next 90 days, how many do I need to sell? Somebody's like, girl, it's too late to be doing math. What are you talking about?
Okay, what did you say again? I didn't even hear you.
So I was asking them, if I want to sell 40 of these jars of this product in the next 90 days, that's my goal. How many do I need to sell every single day?
And she got
2,
days.
about 2 or 3. I'll say 3,
Yeah,
right?
so, yeah.
So I need to sell 3 every single day. But let's just be real with each other. Who wants to sell every day? Who wants to sell every day? I don't want to sell every day. I want to make sales every day. I don't want to sell every day. Okay. So realistically, you're probably not going to be selling every day. So you want to have a goal in mind. Okay. If I'm going to reach this goal in 90 days and I know I need to sell 3 every day, let me bump that up to 5. Okay. Let me just bump it up to 5. So that way I can get some sleep and I don't have to worry about anyone like having to overwork myself. So I want to sell 5. How am I going to sell 5? Okay, I'm going to post content every single day on the reasons why you need this product. I'm going to post content I'm going to have flash sales for sure, where I'm going to sell the product, because we all know if you sell a product, how much you sell it for is not how much it costs to make it, right? So you can afford to take a bit of a discount to push people and get them on your email list or your text list. So I'm going to have flash sales. If it's a product that I know someone can use, I'm definitely going to go live. This is something people don't even think about. And we're going to talk about live strategy in a second. Yes. But I'm going to go live and I might even show myself putting this product in my daughter's hair. Like, let me show y'all. Y'all see the consistency of it? Look at this. Look at the consistency. This is some good stuff. Ooh, you see how smooth this is? And y'all, look what it did to my skin after I put it in her hair and washed my hand. Look how my skin look, y'all. That's so crazy. Like, all right, so now it's sitting in her hair. And guess what? People may or may not join your live.
Are you leaving?
Or may not join your live. Okay. I want you to be, as you're putting yourself out there, you may start with 2 or 3 people, and that might be your mama and your grandma. I'll be very honest with you. But as you do more live video, people will start to show up. But let me give you a strategy right here. Collaborate with people. Get on their lives. Invite them to your lives. Let them work with you, right? So that's another strategy. But I know in 90 days, if I'm doing lives, I'm in my stories. Hey, y'all, guess what? I'm about to do an exclusive sale in my stories for my hair product. In 2 hours, y'all gonna have 30 minutes to get it. And I'm giving a special sale. Does somebody got a question? I just want to make sure. All right, cool. So I'm doing an exclusive sale in 2 hours, y'all pay attention to my stories. Doing sales in the stories, right? If you have people on your email list, I'm going to be hitting people up on my email list. Guess what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Eventbrite and I'm going to see what is happening in my city right now where I can go and sell my products in person. There's a different trade. You can go to marketplaces and you could sell outside. Like, I'm going to be selling. I'm going to sell 5 products every single day if I have to meet my goal.
Yes.
So you're asking me, how would I set up my goals? I really look at the time frame. Be realistic with yourself. Stop saying to yourself, I'm going to sell 40 products in 30 days. If you don't have experience selling 40 products in 30 days, don't tell yourself you're going to do that. Be very realistic with yourself. So give yourself some grace, right? It's okay to give yourself some grace. And grace allows you to learn what works and what doesn't work. And you can include that into your marketing strategy. So that's what I look at, a reasonable time frame. What am I selling right now? Is that the only thing I'm going to be selling at the time? Do I have any other things in the works? Because for me specifically, y'all, I'm usually selling probably about 3 or 4 different things. Like right now I have 3 or 4 different things going on. So I have to be strategic about how I market all 3 to 4 different things, right? So I want you guys to keep that in mind too. Does that answer your question? I know I kind of went off but does that answer your question for you?
I think she's muted. Tiara.
Oh. I know she said she was at work, but does anybody else have questions?
Yeah, that worked out for me.
Okay, good. Definitely, y'all. Time frames are so important, and then outlining each step of what it is that you want to accomplish, and give yourself many time frames. So in those 90 days, I might say, I'm going to attend 4 pop-up shops to sell my products. So I'm going to give myself time to go to those 4 pop-up shops. I'm going to plan that out, how much content I'm putting on social media. So you really have to be strategic about it.
I
Jameela,
do have
you
a
got
question.
Yeah.
So how do you keep yourself motivated to constantly create content all day, every day? Because I sell wine and it's like I have to open product to create content. I gotta damn near be drunk every day or drink every day to create content. Like, it's hard. I'm like, okay, so I don't know. Like I get discouraged a lot because of that.
Absolutely. Let me tell you guys something. This is I'm about to have a mama moment. Okay. And this is my clients, they say sometimes I'll put on my mama hat and I'm gonna put on my coach hat. I'm gonna put on my mama hat. You started your business. Did you start your business to fail?
On it online? That's it.
Did you, like, that would be my question to you guys. Did you start your business to fail?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So that's what keeps me motivated, because I have that little girl in there who depends on me to get up and do what I gotta do. And I don't know about y'all, but I take care of my elderly mom too. She depends on me. So that's why I go so hard to do what I gotta do. I have a mortgage, I have cars, I have a lot of stuff. But most importantly, you think you're just selling wine. No, ma'am, you're selling happiness. You're selling relief. Do you hear what I'm saying? This is something that God,
I love it.
Somebody said angel mute. This is something that God gave to you as an idea to push your purpose. So when you don't think about it as I'm selling wine, I'm selling happiness to a mom who has had a shitty week after dealing with her kids, or I'm selling happiness to a wife who's tired of dealing with her husband and his complaining. When you look at it like that, you are going to be a content generating machine.
Yes.
Here's another thing, Jamisha. You said you're drinking the wine. Look at all these people on this Zoom right now. Why don't they have wine and they're making video content for you and doing reviews for you?
That's true. That's very true.
I got mine.
Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You're in a whole community. You're in a
Yes.
whole community. When I decided to step out of corporate and come into this world and start teaching marketing, I was a part of a community. You know what I started doing? Hey, y'all, let me do some Instagram strategies for y'all. Hey, y'all, let me do some Facebook strategies. Let me do some content for y'all. So y'all give me some reviews, right? Like I knew my stuff, but this was my first time like really being in this world. So you have a whole community. I'm at the mute y'all. I decided I'm in a whole community where they can help me grow. So everybody on here should have your wine, and everybody on here should have given you a review or a testimonial where you can now use that video content instead of you getting drunk. They drunk.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm gonna be real with y'all. As minority women, whether you're brown, black, orange, purple, pink, whatever you are, we have it so hard as it is. We're at a disadvantage because we've been told our whole life that we have to get it out the mud and we got to be strong, independent Black women or strong, independent Mexican women, whatever. And when we get into business, we can't be strong, independent. No, we need people. We need people to grow our business. There's no way in the world you can grow a business alone. Will you be able to do it in the beginning? Yeah, absolutely. But can you sustain that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that's why I'm big on community building. And I ain't mean to fuss at y'all. I'm taking my mama hat off now.
Thank you so much for that. And I don't drink, but I definitely want to support your brand. So please, can you drop your link in the chat so we can support you, sis?
Absolutely.
Yes, I'll do that now. Thank you so much.
No
Absolutely.
problem.
And I'm telling you guys, when you use your community that you're already in, that's that right there. Like all these women on here can make video for you, video content. You talk about you unboxing, send them a box, let them take a video of them unboxing. Period. You ain't gotta unbox nothing.
Period.
You ain't gotta unbox it. So I think what it is we get so caught up inside of our head and we overthink a lot that we forget that there's people who truly want to see us win. And it's really because we just think we got to do it alone, and you don't have to. You don't. When my first business failed, my first business failed real bad. It's because I thought I could do everything. I thought I could be the IRS person, the attorney person, and everything else. And that's why my first business failed. And it is what it is. I learned my lesson. Now I'm like, who can help me be better at me? Like, who can help me be a better me? So I love that you asked that question because I'm a mom. I still take on corporate, on corporate contracts, right? So I still step in and do some marketing for corporations and things like that. And I have my own businesses, but I would never be anything alone. I truly can't. Like, I can't be at it alone. So that's a really great question. I thought I saw some stuff in here. I see Angel's comment. Do you offer services that target what people may need to market their brand better on social media? Do you offer services that target what people may need? So I used to, a long time ago, I used to offer content strategy. But here's what I realized. When people would come to me for content strategies, they didn't even have a brand strategy in place. So I would give you some really great content, but you didn't even know how to talk to your people that well. So I stopped offering just content and social media strategies. And now you have to get a full strategy from me. So that's branding, content, how to execute it, and plan it all out and everything. And some people may say, well, I only want content. And guess what I tell them? Well, you can't work with me because I don't want to see another minority person doing half-ass anything. When you come to me, you're going to get a full strategy on how to truly market and target your business. So I'm glad that you asked that question. People usually ask it at the end, but I'm glad that you did ask that question. What's the best way to offer flash sales with a service? There's more barriers, in my opinion, when offering a service. Yes, so there is some barriers because here's what you got to consider when you're offering a service, right? Your time. Your time is number one thing that you have to consider when you're offering a flash sale for a service. And so here's what you can do. it's April right now. You can offer a May flash sale. You can offer a June flash sale, right? It doesn't have to be right now. Look at your calendar and say, what 4 days in May can I offer a flash sale where people can come in to get a service from me? So you look at those 4 days, you be like, you know what? Forget them kids, forget my man, forget my girl, whatever. I'm going to do nothing but dedicate that time to my clients on that day so I can do a flash sale for this particular service, right? And you put that in your caption, in the rules, you let them know, like, this isn't for April, this is for May. This is if you book this day in May. Now here's what's gonna happen. And this is my problem with some people. They'll be like, girl, I'm not available on the 7th. Can I use it on the 8th? No, it's on the 7th. That's my schedule. That's when I said I am available. You stick to that. When you have boundaries in business, people respect you better. When you have loose boundaries, they think they could talk to you any kind of way. They think they could treat you any kind of way. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't do that. Set boundaries. If you say May 7th, 14th, 21st, and the 28th is the days that you're gonna be offering this special deal, stick to it. If they can't book it, hey, you know what? I appreciate you, girl. Just grab a different day because it ain't gonna work for me. Not for this deal. And then the problem I see a lot of people do when they try to do flash sales for services, they try to do it like within the next week or 2 weeks, and desperate energy don't book. Desperate energy is not going to book. If you come off as desperate, like you're trying to hurry up and get something, people, they smell desperation. So I always say operate in ease and look and plan it out for yourself. A lot of you guys right now should have 90-day strategy already mapped out for your services. What holidays are coming up? What special Women's Day? If you offer a service, especially like in the beauty industry, what Women's Day do they have coming up? This could be National Pamper Yourself Day. This can be National Get Your Face Done Day, National Hair Care Day. You should already have these days outlined in your marketing strategy that you're going to be offering something. So I would say if you don't already have a 90-day strategy in mind to market your business, you definitely need to be keeping that in mind and how you need to outline it. So I would say for flash sales, that will probably be my best suggestion for anyone who has a service, specifically a service-based business. Let's see. Yes, I would make a purchase also. Okay, yeah, everybody gonna get your wine, girl. Okay.
Can I mention something, Coach, too?
Thank y'all.
Hey, so I have 2 mentees on here, and they just started their credit repair. They're doing really well. And I have another mentee that is starting her daycare. So any advice you can give them? Like, what does it look like for someone starting a daycare? Should they start like the process of it, like ordering the things, showing the curriculum of the place, showing it's a safe place, cameras, like what would it look like for like a childcare and then credit repair?
So that's a great question. I will tell you guys, I've never worked with anyone in the childcare industry, but I do have a really great friend of mine who works in the child care industry. We're in a mentorship together. So I will share her information with you because I feel like she is, even though I'm a marketing strategist, I feel like I'm a beast. You can't tell me nothing. When it comes to childcare stuff, like, she is so dope at everything that she does in the childcare industry, and she holds conferences and everything. And so that's one thing you guys will learn about me if you follow me. I'm never going to try to be an expert in everything. I ain't an expert in everything. I can do general marketing strategies, but when it comes to certain things like that, I would prefer that you go to an expert. So I'm gonna drop her information and you can let her know Coach Rocky sent you. Credit repair, I will tell you, I have a lot of clients in the financial industry, and a lot of them do credit repair, right? A lot of it is education based. When you're putting yourself out there marketing, like, it's education based. But let me give you like a different strategy that you could take on and offline. I want you to think about your area, your local area. Who are the top realtors in your area? All right. And credit repair, people are trying to get into a home and usually they don't understand their credit. So I would probably be reaching out to realtors, to, you know, these agents, and trying to figure out if they have someone they work with in the credit repair space. Because if they have someone that comes to them and they can't get a house because their credit is jacked up, then I need to refer you out to someone reputable who can help get your credit in a place where you can actually get a home. So I would be ready to make those connections. Y'all gonna hear me say this a lot. Eventbrite. I love Eventbrite. I'm always on Eventbrite. Look up realtor networking events, real estate networking events. There's always some conference, there's always some brunch or something. I tell you, they probably brunch more than they sell houses. And don't, if y'all know any real estate agents, just tell them, I'm just being real. They network a lot, okay? And so go to those events and mingle with them. Don't always offer your service first. Try to figure out where they may have something missing that you can kind of plug that in. And also ask them, like, do you have anyone that, you know, any second chance clients? That's what I like to call them. Second chance clients that come to you, they need help with credit repair, all that good stuff. Well, I'm an expert, right? Maybe we can discuss later how I can help your clients get to XYZ with their credit so they can secure a home. So I would definitely be doing more networking to grow and build my business. And when you're niche, when you are working with a specific target audience and you're in a certain niche, there, you probably hear this out there, there's riches in the niches. There is riches in the niches. If you're trying to just target everybody on social media saying, I can repair your credit, I can repair your credit. No, like, everybody's repairing credit. Everybody has a DIY credit repair, everything, right? Everybody got an ebook, a course. What sets you apart? Like, what makes you different is who you target. And so if you're in the credit repair industry, find a group of people that you know can send you consistent clients. Also, if you're starting out, one, repair your own credit. If your credit ain't right, you can be your first client, okay? Two, take on a couple people that you know will be serious about their credit repair so you can get reviews and testimonials. Serving. I'm a big believer in a servant's heart and serving. So serve. So take care of their credit, get reviews, show that, because a lot of the credit repair stuff is going to be, show me what you did. Right? Show me the results. I want to see what happened. Well, this person, they had this credit after working with me for 30 days, their points, it went up this high, right? So you want to show those results and then go bigger scale, get more people, do more outreach, things like that. So relationships and connections is going to be really big for your credit repair business. And then of course, the content that you're putting out, it should be educating people. It should be funny things. I like funny credit stuff. I'm gonna just be real. People do crazy things with their credit, y'all. And there's stories right now in the news that you could be putting on social media and highlighting as far as articles about what people have done with their credit. Also, for anybody in the beauty industry, there is so many videos of people having bad experiences when they get their nails done, they get their hair done, they get their lashes done. Guess what I would do? I would use that as content. I would use that as content. So you guys should be thinking about that with your business. How can I make the bad look good for me? I'm just saying. Look at that. They got wine. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, making sales on a call. That's a new. Now hold on, that's a new
what
one.
I'm talking about.
I never
That's
had
what I'm
anybody make a sale while we in a class. Okay,
I love it.
I love that, making a sale in a class. Listen, y'all are a community. Like, y'all gotta root for each other. Y'all gotta like build each other up. Y'all gotta support each other. Like, no one's saying doing anything crazy, but there's a lot of y'all that can support what you're doing and provide reviews and testimonies. Is going to really help your businesses grow. So I love it. I absolutely love it. I do want to talk about engagement, because a lot of times that's a question that people have, like, how do I get people to be more engaged with my content? So I have a
That's literally my question.
Oh,
Sorry.
you say you have a question?
That was like literally my question. Just because I feel like I'm doing all these things, but I'm not seeing the results. I don't know if I just stay consistent and stay with the faith, or if it is something that I'm doing wrong.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there's always gonna be something y'all doing wrong. Even me, I do stuff wrong every single day when it comes to engagement. Can I engage more? Absolutely. Like, I'll just be real. Like, I know that I can do more. But let me tell you about engagement. Engagement is really like, it's really like a give more than take. You have to give more than you take when it comes to engagement. And so when I get people, when I have new followers that follow me, what I do within about 24 to 48 hours, I send them a voice message. I'll be like, yo, what's up? This is Coach Rocky. I so appreciate you for following me. Thank you so much. I love my community. Join my channel, because I have a channel. I have a broadcast channel. Join the channel so that way I can send you out tips and things like that. Would you like to be a part of my close friends? Because I usually will share special content with my close friends. And if you think this is absolutely creepy, I got that too. Like, you ain't even got to respond. That's me being personable, like me just showing myself. If I was someone who did lashes, I'd be like, hey girl, hey, thank you so much for following me. Definitely check out my page. If you're local to the area, let me know. And I won't be creepy or anything like that. And don't try to sell people as soon as they follow you. Just introduce yourself. So that's one of my strategies. That's usually that's how I build a community. I don't make it about just selling right then and there. I build a community that way. Leave thoughtful comments on bigger accounts. So there's people who do content that's bigger than me. So what I do is I go to their page and I comment on their stuff. I leave thoughtful comments, not just, oh, that was fire. Like, if it's fire, I'll just say it's fire. But I might leave a real thoughtful comment. I might also respond to other people that have commented on that post. I engage with my followers a lot. I go live, I'm in the stories, I'm commenting on their posts. I engage with them. I actually call them my family. Anyone who follows me, they know, like, we like family. Sorry about that. They know we like family more than them just following me, right? And so if I go missing, like if I don't post for 2 days, I literally get an APB put out on me. Like, I have people will literally find my business phone number and call me and try to figure out what's wrong with me, because I'm building a community, like an actual community on social media, and collaborating with other people, right? So this helps build up your engagement, collaborating with other people. Let me ask a question. Is there more than one person on here who's in the beauty industry? I see Skin by, I see Couture with the kids. That definitely has to be something in the beauty industry. I Am Beauty Collection. Like, all of y'all can come together right now and create a reel. All of y'all can come together right now and do a live together. Seriously. All of you right now can come together. You're probably like, well, what would we talk about on the reel? You're in the beauty industry. Y'all all have stories. Y'all all have, like, worst case scenarios that's taking place, right? Literally, all of you guys can come together and create a reel. Now you're sharing each other's audiences. You're doing something that's different that people probably have seen before. And they're like, oh, I like this type of content, right? And if people like that content, guess what? They're going to tell you they like this type of content. Here's one thing that people do in the beauty industry that nobody really wants to talk about. They gatekeep. They stingy. They selfish. Guess what happens when they see other beautypreneurs come together and work together? That is something different. Y'all, listen, my sister is a hairstylist. I already know the stories. Do you hear me? So you don't always see hairstylists come together. You don't always see lash techs come together. You don't always see them come together and do stuff together, because everybody is just like gatekeeping. So just imagine if you created this collaboration community where you guys are like collaborating together, creating content together, tagging each other in the content. This is going to help push your engagement. It's going to help people see you in a different light, and people are going to follow you just because they like the new type of content. Create a close friends list. Not just so we can do freaky stuff in our close friends. I know everybody got their close friends. They'd be like, girl, look at what I got on. Not the freaky stuff. I'm talking about create a close friends list where you share exclusive stuff with them only. And then ask people, do you want to be added to my close friends? I do this once a month. I ask people, do you want to be added to my close friends? And if they don't engage in my close friends, if they're not watching my stories, because this is your stories, I take them out my close friends. And they know they're out because they be like, I haven't seen a little green highlight in a while. That's because you ain't been engaging. And I only have people who are serious in my close friends, right? Because I don't have more than 10,000 followers right now. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm perfectly okay with that because majority of all my followers are my community, right? So I use close friends and I use my channel as a way of providing exclusive content, exclusive details, exclusive sales, exclusive everything to my community. So definitely create like a collaboration pod. Now, this is a difference. I'm not saying create an engagement pod. This is an absolute no-no. There are people out there that create engagement pods that be like, girl, if you like my post, I like your post. If you comment on my post, I'll comment on your post. I'm not saying do that because that is going to mess your algorithm up. And even though I don't care about the algorithm, I don't want you guys doing crazy things to your algorithm. So what I'm saying collaboration pod is we create content together so new people can see us, so we can offer something different. So that way people want to engage with us. And if you guys aren't going live already, go live. Like listen, you can go live and show yourself doing somebody lashes. You just never know. Like you can go live and you can do crazy things. You know who I love? The people who go live is the thrifters, the people who do thrift shopping. They go live when they go thrifting. They go live and they show outfits. They go live and they have these sales. And you be like, I literally get so engaged in their live. I created a live challenge based off of watching these thrifters. I created because I went live for 75 days straight, y'all. 75 days straight, I went live every day. There were days I was like, look, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm tired, but I'm not gonna miss a day. There's a challenge called 75 Hard. I did the same thing, but in a live. So I did that because I saw this one chick's live. She's a thrift. She does thrift sales and she shops and everything. But she was on live and she had literally 50 people on her live thrift shopping, just buying. And guess what? She had about maybe 3,000 followers, but she had 50 people on her live. And I just, you know what I started? Not only was I buying stuff, that's beside the point, but I started going to her lives to study what she was doing. First off, she was planning her lives. So she would plan them and tell people, look, I'm gonna be going live at 9 o'clock. Y'all make sure y'all join me. I got them exclusive pieces. Y'all gonna want to see this, okay? She would have it planned and scheduled out so people knew that they had to show up. Then when she went live, as soon as she got in there, she was like, hey, Bree, hey, Kuzar, hey, Rakoya, hey, Jasmine, girl, how y'all doing? Lila, girl, is your son still running around acting crazy? She's literally engaging with people. So it's not like she's just starting a live and just sitting there waiting for everybody to come in. No, she's like engaging with people, talking to them. She's like, y'all, tell me where y'all from. I see some new people on here. Tell me where y'all from. Oh, you in 18? Okay, girl. I hope y'all got y'all coins ready because I got some good stuff tonight. Like her engagement was so amazing to the point where I was like, what? And she did this every live. It was listen, she opened it up with prayer and she just went off. And I'm telling y'all, it was the craziest thing to me. And then this is what she did, which I thought was so amazing. She would take that live video and repurpose it for reels. She would take that live video, and yes, it's a long form piece of content, but she would then repurpose that for reels. So she would take pieces where she would show off like certain outfits. If it was her prayer time, she would like post her prayer time as a reel. Like if she brought people up on the live and had a conversation, because here's something else that she was doing that I thought was God's work. There will be women in the comments that would say, I don't think that'll look good on me. This is what she would literally do. She'd say, everybody stop. I'm requesting you to come on this live and you're going to tell me why it's not going to look good on you. She would literally preach to these women and they're eating out of her hands. I loved it. first off, I believe she was very genuine. I don't think that she was doing this to make money. I believe she was very genuine, right? And now that I know her, I know she was very genuine. But she would bring them up and she would literally have conversations with them and say, you are worthy, you are beautiful. Don't let anybody tell you can't do what you can do. Like, stop saying it's not going to look good on you. It's going to look good on you, because when I send it to you, you're going to send me a picture and I'm going to tell you how to style it. And then they would get off the live and I'm just sitting up there in awe. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Like, I'm freaking out. And so I watched her for a month straight. She was never different. This was her energy every single time. And I said, you know what? People need to do this. They need to do this. They need to go live. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. You need to go live. I don't care if you sell creamy crack. You need to get on live and sell your creamy crack. Like, I don't care. So when I started, after I studied her, I mean, I still study her to this day because her energy is still the same. I decided to go live for 75 days straight. And I pretty much used her same structure. And I told her this was her structure. She didn't even know she had a structure. And I did it, right? I just did it for 75 days straight. And I made so much money in my business. Like, here's what happened. There were days where I did live and I never offered anything. I always had 2 call to actions. One could be share out this live with 5 people. The other one would be, hey, y'all, join my free group, get on my email list, follow me, send me a DM, tell me how you enjoy this live. Because that was, again, a testimonial, right? I'm collecting testimonials and reviews. I didn't always sell to them, but here's what happened. I was serving so much. People would be like, I want to buy. I want to get on the phone with you. I want to do this. I want to do that. I saw such a significant increase in my business to the point where I was just mind blown, because what worked for her, I then revamped it for me and what I was doing, and it made my sales grow. So here's what I did. After those 75 days, I took a 2-week break and I ran a 14-day challenge with those in my free Facebook group. I said, I want you guys to just follow this for 14 days, go live every single day. You had people making sales. You had people being visible to people in Africa, joining their master classes, workshops. I was like, girl, have you ever even talked to anybody in Africa? She was like, no. I'm talking about like just the craziest thing. And so, but what it generated was, when you are consistent, when you do one thing consistently and you put your all into it, you will reap the benefits from it. And I think the problem is, for a lot of us, we do one thing and it works a little bit and then it stopped working. We're ready to give up on it. And I'm telling you right now, the one thing that you are doing that's frustrating you, that overwhelms you, it just needs a little bit more finessing. It needs a little bit more trimming, but don't stop doing that one thing, because that thing is going to take you to the next level in your business. So y'all, I mean, any one of you guys can go live. I promise you, any one of you, no matter what type of business you have. Those that did the 14-day challenge, there was product business, there was credit repair, there was coaches, consultants. We had someone in the fitness industry. They were a personal trainer. Anyone can go live. It is the content and the value and how you serve people when you go live. I feel like that was a long answer, but as y'all can tell, I get a little passionate about these things.
That's how I met you. I seen one of your ads and it was like, I'm good at everything but going live. And then remember, I started making these excuses and then I just did it. I was like, I don't have my lashes on, my frontal lifting. And you're like, girl, get on there with a bonnet, a scarf, whatever you got to do, just get on.
Yep. And you ran that. She started doing, this is another thing I love that you did. And I told you that I had clients who did this. She just started going live with other people and she was doing it like once a week. And now here's what's happening. She's sharing their audience. Their audience gets to see her. They get to follow her. They get to interact with her. And they're like, I like this whole collaboration vibe, right? So now you're growing. Remember, we talked about 2 goals, right? Growing and making sales. So you start growing and people start following you. When they hit that follow button, they enter your social media sales funnel. So now they're going to always see your content pop up on their feed. And as they see your content, they're going to eventually make a sale. They're going to transact with you in some type of way, whether it's a referral. I get a lot of referral business, y'all. I'm going to be very honest with you. Some people can't afford me, and that's just being real. And that's just the reality that we're in. But you know what they do? They send me referrals. And when they send me referrals, I always take care of my people. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, I always take care of them, because if you're gonna send me somebody who's gonna spend some money with me, you think I'm just gonna say thank you, bye? No. How can I help you with something you got going on? Again, community. My people in my community know I don't do stingy energy. Like, I just don't do it. Right. So y'all, there is, even if you're like, I don't want to go live every day, you don't have to. You can commit to going live once a week for the next 3 months. And whether it's a live sale, whether it's, hey, y'all, I got this product. This whole live about to be about this product. I'm about to show you this product. I'm about to do this thing, whatever it is. Right. So commit to one thing in your business. That's also what has made me really successful. In pretty much all of my businesses, I just commit. I say, I'm going to commit for 90 days. This is the thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to go hard at this thing for 90 days. After 90 days, I'm going to assess it, and I'm going to see what worked, what didn't work. The things that work, I'm going to keep improving on. The things that didn't work, how can I get better at it? And then I'm going to recommit another 90 days. We just give up too easy. We give up way too easy. So what other questions y'all have? I do want to take some time to look at y'all Instagram pages. What other questions y'all have?
I do have a comment.
Yeah.
So I was the one who inquired based on the service. So I have multiple businesses, but one of the most difficult that creates the most barriers is my mental health and wellness. And I mean, obviously, because mental health has so many stigmas with it, it's not like, okay, you're doing a service that everybody needs and wants, even though mental health should be a priority, it's not. So even when, I mean, I don't do lives as often as I should. I probably haven't done one in months. But when I do, I find that obviously it then becomes really interactive. But the most difficult part is me like separating the passion that I have for being a mental health provider for so many years that I have, but like crossing over into the coaching thing, and like making it, I don't know, like I don't want to say friendly, but like something that people want to take advantage advantage of. But like if I'm doing like, so I have a virtual staffing agency. So it's like when I promote that, everybody's flooding my inbox. I don't even have to do much with that. It's just like, who doesn't want a job, right? But then it's like mental health is way more important to me in my mind. I'm like, there's no way people are not taking advantage of mental health. But again, it's so many stigmas with it. So, I mean, I don't know. I just feel stuck. I don't want to give up on what I do every day, what I'm so passionate about, what I want to give back to my community. But it's just like, how much more money can I put in? How much more marketing can I put in before people really realize how important mental health is? I don't know.
Let me ask you this question. Could you do this for free for the rest of your life?
Yes.
All right. You're not giving up. Let me tell y'all why. If she answered real fast, what I do, y'all, I could do this for free for the rest of my life. My Airbnbs, I could give them things up. I don't care. The cleaning business, I give it up. Whatever. I don't care. But this right here, what I'm doing with y'all, I could do this for free for the rest of my life. Period. So you're not gonna give it up. Here's the thing with mental health. Who wants to admit to themselves that they struggling mentally? Nobody. Especially if you service primarily women. Women are the hardest people to penetrate on the mental health side because they think they have it all together. They think that I am doing okay, then I'm doing great. If I'm okay, I'm great. If I got up this morning and didn't cry, I'm great. If I got in the shower this morning and didn't cry, I'm great. Women are the hardest to penetrate because we have been told for our entire existence that we can do anything we put our mind to. Women are strong. We're the backbone. We're this, we're that. And so when we have to be weak, guess what? We're seen as we're seen as childish. We're seen as, not being strong, or we see as emotional, all these things, right? So when you're in a space where you're targeting people mental health wise, you have to find something that's going to appeal to them. So I'm gonna just give you an example. I have a client of mine, her name's Cherish. She tells me she don't care if I tell people her name. And so one of the ways that she works with women who have experienced childhood trauma. And the way that she works with them is through creativeness. So she teaches them how to create digital art and sell it and heal from their trauma. So they work with her and they create, like some of her clients create these really nice coloring books. Y'all remember those coloring books where you color in the flower and it's like, it take you hours to color it in or whatever,
Yep.
but it's
Mhm.
right. She works with clients who create like coloring books, they create journals, they create like all these different things, but in the process, she's coaching them on their trauma, on the traumatic things that they went through. And she's discussing with them the reasons why they're creative in this way, because this is their way that they express themselves, right? And so she too, like I don't know if this is you, but she's a psychologist, right? And so when she decided to get into this space, she had to separate. It was hard. But when I told her, I said, as a psychologist, you're contracted, you get paid a certain amount, but as a coach, you can charge whatever you want. She was like, what? I can charge whatever I want? Yeah, you can charge whatever you want. She's like, I could truly serve people, right? So she found a way to serve her people in a way that she loves, and she knew that would attract a specific type of person. So instead of trying to just help all women who's gone through childhood trauma, she targets women who are creative. They've always used their creativity, their art as a way to express themselves. And that's the way that they run and hide their tail or tuck their tail whenever something is going wrong in their life. They create. So she has women in her programs that are bakers. She has women in her program that are artists. So they paint, they do music, right? These are all different creative people, but that's her person. So I would ask you, who's your person? Because your person might be looking for a way to express themselves in a certain type of way that's also going to benefit them. And let me tell you about the benefits, y'all. They want vanity, they want to look good, right? People go get BBLs because they want a big butt. They don't go get BBLs because they're 100% safe. No, they're not 100% safe. No, they want a big butt. They want vanity. They want looks. They want the recognition piece. They want time. So either they want to save time, so they want to spend less time on doing something, or they want money. They want money. You hear me? So her avenue is she used money as a piece or a way to help women heal from trauma, because now they're making money from this digital side of things, but they're healing. They're healing. So I would ask you, what is a way that you can work with your clients in a unique way, a special way, a niche way that could say, I'm the person for you to help you overcome your mental health issues, because you can't help everybody. You have to help one person. Think of that one person that you can help. Does that help you?
Yeah, it definitely helps. And I just wanted to, say that I actually, I thought that with coming to the table with, because I mean, coaches are just like everybody's a coach, right? But I
Period.
figured that, because there's so many life coaches, I was hoping to like kind of set myself aside. Like you said, your friend, she's a psychologist. Same for me. I have my master's degree in psychology, and I literally was like, okay, because I'm coming to the table with something different, but I never thought about art therapy, because I do that with my clients, and being able to utilize something different that sets me aside from all of the other life coaches out there. I'm like, I never tapped into that. So thank you so much for that, because now
That
you
was
got my
fine.
mind going like a million miles an hour. How can I set myself aside? So that's going to be my key
Absolutely.
thing that I took
That
from
is
tonight. Thank you so much.
You're so
beautiful.
welcome. And that's for everybody. You have to set yourself apart, because if you try to target everyone, you're going to target no one, because no one's going to know, like, how are you going to help me? Am I for you? They'll question it, right? And so I want you all to think about that. Like, I have a friend who only does she only does lashes for women who make 6 figures or more. I would just be honest. If you got to make 6 figures or more, She only does your lashes. And she tells people that, like, if you don't make more than 6 figures, I ain't doing your lashes. Cause she's called herself a luxury lash person. Like, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Now, here's the thing. I feel like because we friends, even if I didn't make 6 figures, she had better did my lashes. I'm just gonna be honest. But that's her thing, right? And so now she appeals to people. But here's the thing. She has to appeal to them in a certain way. So everything she does has to have a certain look. It has to have a certain feel. It has to be, you know, it has to appeal to her ideal clients, because if not, they're gonna be like, girl, you only do 6 figure or more people lashes, but you ain't looking 6 figures or more yourself. So you have to think about those things. So each and every one of you guys should be thinking, like, how can I like level myself up, or how can I make sure I'm only targeting a specific person in order to go to the next level? So I'm glad that you asked that question, because I find that a lot of licensed professionals, that's also one of my specific niches. I am a licensed professional. And I find that anyone, whether you're an attorney, a realtor, in the insurance industry, whatever, you struggle with making that transition over to coaching, consulting, because one, you have to respect your license and the legalities and compliance behind it. And then two, everybody thinks, I'm gonna be real with you, and this ain't just for you, because I have clients who are attorneys, that credentials is going to make me official and everybody gonna sign up for what I got. Nope, they don't care. If it doesn't sound like it's for them or gonna help them time, money, or that recognition piece, they don't care what you got. So I'll just be very honest with y'all, because that's just a reality for everybody. Any other questions? And I don't know what y'all time looking like. I'm good on time. Angel, you let me know.
No, we good. I'm loving
Okay.
this. This is really good.
I just
You
wanted to
have the
check with everybody.
stage. You have the stage. You have the mic.
Kamika,
do
you
you
have a
have
question?
Yes. Do you have experiences with like nonprofits and things of that nature? Have you ever helped with that?
I do. I've worked specifically with a couple of them. I do have a friend of mine who I would probably consider more so of an expert. It really just depends on the nonprofit that you have. So the nonprofits that I've worked with have targeted women specifically. Like specifically have targeted women. I have started working with another client. So my client base is mainly women, but this guy, he's a male, and he has a nonprofit where he works with fathers specifically to help them with financial literacy. And I just knew this was going to challenge me, so that's why I took it on. But yes, I do have experience working with nonprofits. If it's something outside of my realm of expertise, I do have people that I can always refer you to. Do you have any specific questions?
No, I was just curious. It's women based, so I was just curious.
I will tell you, ladies, like for nonprofits, networking offline is so important. Going to events, meeting with people, engaging with people at events. If you're not a people person, find you a friend who is a people person. In my agency, I'm the people person. I go to events. So my business partner, she don't like people, and she is like, how can I stay at home all day and do this other stuff, right? But for me, I don't mind going out and talking to people and engaging with people. So find you someone who can be like your wing woman, wing man, that can do this networking for you. Because as a nonprofit, the goal is to get money. I mean,
Right.
I know it say nonprofit, that don't mean I gotta be broke as a nonprofit. Okay.
Right.
So the goal is to get money. How do you raise money? One thing that I've seen people do, and it's been very successful, is they will host events where they raise money. And what you can do, because it is a nonprofit, have different people come out and teach things. So financial stuff, real estate, marketing, branding, all that good stuff, right? And have them come out, tell them it's a nonprofit. They come out, they teach things, people can donate, people can auction off things. I went to an auction. We have one out here in Dallas, one of my clients I work with, Under One Roof, and they primarily cater to homelessness and families, right? So they had an event they threw where people had to buy tables, and then there was people who contributed pieces of artwork, coaching packages, toy, like all kinds of things that they contributed, but you had to auction for those things. And so the money that was raised, of course, went towards the nonprofit, right? And
Okay.
people who purchased tables, they were able to, you know, get money from that as well. And I mean, it was an amazing event. They gave out awards and everything. And so they do this once a year, have that type of event. But one of the things that I proposed to them was, what if you held monthly workshops where you could raise money? And with those monthly workshops, you can do one that's specifically on financial literacy. So maybe someone comes in and talk about personal credit and business credit, and only thing they have to pay is like maybe $5 or $10. You're still raising money, right? And if people were to book services with that particular person that comes in and speaks, then you set up some type of affiliate or some type of referral share with them. So whatever they make, they donate a piece of that to your nonprofit. So that's one of the things that they're actually starting in May. They're going to start these monthly workshops where people will come in and learn certain things. And it's in a nonprofit, like people just think because I have a nonprofit, I'm supposed to give. Yes, I want you to give, but we have to make money as a nonprofit in order to give, right? So I tell people with nonprofits, just be very nosy, be in everybody's business, figure out how you can bring people into you. How can I go to different events and talk about my nonprofit? You might have to go to a for-profit event and talk about your nonprofit. There's a lot of entrepreneurial events that go on, and people are always looking for ways that they can save money on their taxes. Hold on now. I'm about to go into angels territory for a second. People are always looking for ways how they can save money on their taxes. So if I can give something to charity and write it off, they do this thing every year. They give away cars, they give away like business clothes, all kinds of stuff, right? If people can write something off and save money on their taxes, girlfriend, if you got something like that, you're gonna get a lot of entrepreneurs in where they can definitely like engage with you, interact with you, all that good stuff. And then you can charge vendors. You can have vendors come in and charge them to set up at your events. So vendors can, whether it's no matter what the product is, of course, try to make it related to the nonprofit. I will say that.
Right.
For vendors, for nonprofits, try to make it related to whatever it is that the nonprofit is about. And then when they come in, they're paying you to basically sell and promote whatever it is that they got going on. So I'll probably go on for days, just different ideas. But those are the things that have worked really well for my nonprofit clients when it comes to marketing.
Okay.
I want to piggyback on that too. I have a really good friend. I have a nonprofit too, but I haven't did anything with it. I'm embarrassed to even say it. But anyway, I have a friend that has a nonprofit, Miko. She what she did creatively was she came out with a sweatshirt. I can't think of what the logo exactly said, but it was something like that would empower the next woman, right?
Products.
Right.
Yeah, products, right? And so like I think she sold them for like $50, and every sale she donated it to her fund, right? Like $20 out of her fund, right? And then she made so much money, and she's now offering grants just off of that one product, right? So of course she needed to make profit to get, you know, more merch and all that kind of stuff. And the rest, she opened up a fund under her nonprofit, and now she's giving out grants. And that is just like amazing. Like I watched her from the beginning to the end. I'm like, girl, you did that. Yeah.
That's spicy. Here's the thing. All of y'all should be thinking about, how can I start a product line based off of my service-based business?
Yeah.
Whether it's shirts, whether it's, you know, if it's just a hat, if it's a notebook, if it's a journal, if it's just a reminder. So like right now, I'm just, cause I'm on her page, Couture with a Kiss, right? You could probably create some special little calendar that each one of your clients can buy for like $5, where you marked when they should come in to get their next service. Like, and they
not even on here. Let me tell her to get off back up.
And that's okay. I'm on her page, but
okay,
you can create just any little like products. If for my girl, she says she's she's in the psychology space, you could create a affirmation journal every single day. Like they're putting in an affirmation, they're writing out what it is that they got going on. If you decide to do art, then you can, it can be art related, right? So all of you guys should be thinking about not just one stream, because one stream mean you broke. How many other streams can I put inside of my business to generate more money? And it could be product, it could be another service, it could be digital products. I love digital products. Okay. Whatever it is, you need to be thinking, how can I make more money? So for example, later this year, we're actually opening up a content space, right? So the content space, you come in, you can record your content. Photographers can book our content space. I'll be able to use my own content space. Like, I'm thinking bigger scale, because yes, I work for companies. Now I'm doing, business to consumer, business to business. But now I'm like thinking, how can I open up an actual spot where people can come in and do content, right? So I'm making it way bigger. Here's another thing. I'm trademarking a piece of my brand, so I can now create merch products. We've already done this on one side of our business where we've created products, like merch for it. But I've trademarked this new product lane that we're moving into, and I'm going to sell like loungewear for women, just to be around, like, like just having a good, like, I don't know, the pandemic made me real lazy with certain outfits, but
I don't even know the name.
I love being able to have an outfit on and then throw on tennis or throw on heels, and I'm still looking fly. And so when I thought of this new brand that we're moving forward on, I was like, I want to do the same thing. Like, I want to have that. You got Lainey, you got Finance Guru. Like, well, you could probably create some type of if you are the finance guru, I'm just saying, you can create some type of financial tracker planner for people. There's ways you can make apps these days and create an actual app. There's so many things that people can create on the product side. All of you guys should be thinking, how can I put a product in my people's hands and allow them to stay on their brain all the time? So I would definitely go that route too. All right, cool. Any other questions on that? Any other questions? All right. If y'all don't have questions, or if you're thinking of some things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, because I started pulling up some Instagram pages. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. And let me just open up the comments back so I can make sure I have y'all pages. All right, so I have up right in front of me, you guys should be able to see my screen. I have Couture with a Kiss. And so here's what I'm gonna say. When I do Instagram audits for people, I'm basically looking for a few things. I'm looking to see if you're communicating your brand properly, if it makes sense who you serve, how you serve them. And then of course, I'm checking to make sure your content is hitting the way that it's supposed to be hitting.
Okay.
Oh, somebody have a question? Oh,
Now, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I want to make sure I put the camera piece back up so I can see if y'all have questions. All right, cool. So when I go to your page, I see Couture with the Kiss. One thing I'm going to put this out there. Anytime that there's breaks in your name, so this is your username, I always wonder if somebody else has the name. Like if you got to put an underscore, you got to put a number or something in it. I always wonder if somebody else has the name. And then also if it's your business name, it should be written straight out. Because there's just a lot of scammers out there. Unless you have like a verified page now, there's just a lot of scammers out there. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you can condense all of this into one name, that would be great. If not, that's perfectly fine too. But that's just my thought process. So you have Bay Area Body Sculpting, and then you have your name. So I would switch these around. That's the standard way to do it. But this area right here is called your Instagram SEO. So search engine optimization. This is how people find you. All of you guys should be thinking, what are my keywords for people to find me? So if I'm thinking about my keywords, social media, content, marketing, strategist, Instagram, Facebook, like these are all my different keywords. So body sculpting would be hers. Bay Area, I love that she has that in there because it lets us know she's in the Bay Area. If I'm looking for somebody in the Bay Area, that's the person that's going to pop up when I type in Bay Area, right? So she's doing a really great job at putting Bay Area body sculpting. All of you guys should have some type of SEO listed up there that describes what it is that you do. She has her page as an entrepreneur page, which is definitely fine. If you guys aren't familiar with the type of pages you could set up, you probably see people like product, service, entrepreneur, coach. It really gives you access to certain things. And I usually like the entrepreneur one if you're a service based provider. So that one's perfectly fine. Non-invasive treatments, body sculpting, laser lipo, lymphatic massages, and wood therapy. And then she has her link. So what I would say for all of you guys, you want to make sure that you're telling them what to do in the bio. When basically, do you want them to click the link? Do you want them to book a service? Do you want them to book a call? You need to be telling them what to do in the bio, right? The other thing, if you guys have a special sign up bonus for like a new customer, new client, whatever that is, you need to put that in the bio too. So it should say, first purchase get 15% off. New clients get a 50% discount, something, because that is going to entice people to want to click your link and actually book your service and actually work with you, right? So I would say for her, she definitely wants to have some type of call to action in there that she wants people to actually move forward on. I like that she has all of her services listed out. But here's what I would probably do, because this is a distraction for me. I'm that person, I'm an ADHD-preneur. I'm gonna just put that out there. I get distracted easily. So now I'm thinking, okay, non-invasive treatments, body sculpting, laser lipo. Isn't body sculpting non-invasive? Like that's what I'm thinking in my head because I'm an overthinker. So I would probably list the top 3 services that gets people in the door right now. What top 3 services is going to get people in the door? And so I would go with those and add in some emojis, just because emojis, it's a visual stimulator for people. And so when they see that, it's going to make them kind of stop and want to read and learn more. I like her highlights. And if you guys have questions, definitely drop it in the chat. I like her highlights because it's branded. And it also goes through everything that I probably would need to know. Highlights are mini commercials. If you're a business, you need highlights. If you're a business, you need highlights. I want to make sure I say that again. These are mini commercials. All right. This is what's going to give people the opportunity to learn about you really quickly. You should have your highlights updated, and you shouldn't have no more than 16 weeks. What are you talking about? So let me click on her highlight and I'm going to show you. Up here at the top, it says 69 weeks, right? So when I go through these, unless this is all the same, then this should say 16 weeks or less, okay? Now, here's what I will say. Frequently asked questions. That is like, she got it like 65 weeks old. Ain't no way in the world them same questions is the same frequently asked questions. Okay, I'm gonna just put it out there, y'all. So you need to be making sure that's updated, it's recent, especially if you have one that says policy. Again, 69 weeks, it says policy, right? And I don't see anything in that one. I think it's just a picture. So if it says something, it need to have something in there, okay? So especially if it says something like policy, you need to be reviewing these because you want to make sure it's up to date. If you have old policies on your page, on your website, anywhere, and someone books an appointment, technically, I mean, I'm not a legal person, but they could say, I want this policy that you have, because this is the one that was available for me to be able to read and interpret and understand and agree to. So keep that in mind. Same thing with rules. I mean, it looks like she has highlights, but she doesn't have anything in them. So I would definitely add stuff to my highlights. What goes into your highlights? It's your stories. When you post things in your stories, that's your highlights. Okay. So you get to add them to your highlights. So if I was to look at her content, meet the face behind the brand. I love these type of posts. So they kind of get to know people, get aware of who you are. I love those posts. And then she has this post. Okay, girl, get in the butt. In the butt. So she is showing an actual body sculpting right now. I love this type of content. This type of stuff I can just consume. Look at that booty jiggle. I can consume this type of stuff all day, because for me, it's showing me the real deal of what's going on. Okay. So I love that type of content. What I will tell you, if you're putting this type of content out there, just keep the personal stuff out of it, because how does that go with body sculpting? I mean, just me playing devil's advocate, but keep personal stuff out of it. You can put personal stuff up on your page, but keep it limited. When you're a business, you can create a highlight and share stuff in your stories where people can get to know you, and you can have a specific family highlight. I have one of those. I have a highlight on my page specifically for just family stuff. So that's just something to keep in mind. I love that you're using hashtags. I love that you're spacing things out. Always have some sort of call to action on your page. So you need to be telling people to do something, whether it's share this post, like this post, book an appointment, get your 15% off before this ends on Sunday. Whatever it is, you need to have some type of call to action. All right. That's just you telling people what they should be doing. So far, I like your content. Here's what I will tell you. Anything that comes, if you post videos that have the TikTok logo on it, Instagram does not like that. They don't like it. So I'm going to give y'all one right now. SnapTik is an app you can use to remove the TikTok logo, because this is going to decrease your reach if you have content from other platforms that's displayed on their platform. So you guys can use that if you want to just remove the logo and be able to post it onto your Instagram pages. And be consistent with your content. Consistency can instantly be like, for me, I post like 2 or 3 times a day. You probably ain't got the energy to be my type of consistent. You need to figure out what consistency looks like for you. If it's posting 2-3 times a week, do that. Because if you're not consistent, instantly people on social media think you're not consistent in business. I have no idea why they think that, but they just think you're not consistent in business if you're not consistent on your page. All right. So I have rich faces. If y'all have questions, let me know, put it in the chat. Otherwise I'm gonna go through these. So I have rich faces, Z by TB. I don't know what Z by TB is. I'm assuming that has something to do with maybe your name, I think. But I would probably go Rich Faces by TB, because that just makes sense to me. And then you have Talisha B, and you need to put in here who you are, what it is that you do. That's your SEO, right? You need to tell people what it is that you do. Beauty, cosmetic, personal care. I like it. I will tell y'all right now, hashtags in your bio, you can absolutely get rid of those. They do nothing for your engagement. They do nothing for your reach. It's just crowded space that you have right there. Bay Area traveling. So I like this Bay Area traveling makeup artist. You can put that next to your name, Bay Area traveling makeup artist. And so as a makeup artist, if you cater to a specific type of person, a specific type of makeup, you can put that in your bio. So luxury makeup only, wedding makeup only, prom makeup only, right? So you can put that in your bio too. Blogger of everything beauty related. So if you you can put makeup artist and beauty blogger. I would probably go with that instead of saying everything beauty related. There is a such thing as beauty blogger. And so you can use that as a name instead. You don't have any links or any call to actions. So here's what I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Linktree is free. Okay, Linktree is free. You can set up a free Linktree. You need a link, something. And here's what I don't like as a business, and I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. If there's no link for me to click, I feel like you're not a professional. You have to have some sort of link. You have to have somewhere for me to go. There's too many free resources out there for you guys to use and not taking advantage of them. If you are a beauty blogger, where is your blog? Where is the videos that you're putting up? Where's the written content that you're putting out? If you're a beauty blogger, I want to see that. So I'm telling you right now, like, you got to make sure you put a link up in here, and it has to show like you're a professional. The other thing I'm going to say, and I don't want to offend anybody because I'm just speaking from my marketing experience. I've worked for Fortune 500 companies. I've also worked for several small businesses. Cartoon logos is not professional. You got to get a professional logo. Fiverr, you can go to Fiverr. I know people who create logos, cartoon logos. Let me ask y'all, do y'all see Rihanna with a cartoon logo? Do y'all see Kim Kardashian with a cartoon logo? Do you even see Juvia's Place? Because that's one of my favorite makeup places. Do you see them with a cartoon logo? I know cartoon logos was a thing at some point, but they never was my thing. And any of my clients who work with me, I tell them they have to get rid of the cartoon logo or we won't work together. That's because I have a certain brand, and the clients that I work with represents a certain type of professionalism and brand. And here's the bigger picture. You big brand energy. I won't let you do anything little brand energy.
Yes.
You money energy. I'm not going to do anything little money energy. And already as Black women, as minority women, there's a perception around us. So I'm not going to let you have some negative perception. And there is some mental work that has to take place in order for you to accept that I'm not coming from a place of being mean. I'm coming from a place of, I need you to see yourself bigger than what you see yourself, period. And so I would say, get you a professional logo that is not a cartoon logo, and just elevate your brand. You're also going to pay attention. Once you elevate your brand, you'll start to attract a different type of clientele as well. So I want you guys to make a whole lot of money and serving your God-given purpose, period. So that's my thing. You don't have any highlights, but I will tell you, you definitely should have some highlights up here about you, your beauty blogging, your makeup, all that good stuff. You need to have some highlights up there for sure. If I look at your content, I see you doing makeup. I like it. You're doing the makeup. Here's what I don't like. But this is old, so it doesn't look like you're keeping up with your page. But for anybody who does makeup or you're doing hair, it don't take that long to show the results. One of the things I would hate is like they would have a long video and I'm like, okay, when are you going to show the results? It don't take long to show results. You're not consistent on your page. Is this your main platform? I would love for you to tell me if this is your main platform, because if it's not your main platform, I understand. But you should definitely be more consistent. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just trying to make it one of the main platforms as well. I'm like growing. So I'm just learning. I'm just taking it in. Like, it's not something that I knew was right. And I thank you for telling me about the cartoon logo. It's very understandable to be more professional than that. And I did think it was like, and it was $100. I'm like, okay, this is gonna take me far. People like it, but like you said, it's not getting me any results. So obviously that was a big thing. So I do appreciate that. I did stop Instagram and try Facebook more. So I was more active on that. But the algorithm, I'll just say that I got discouraged just being impatient with my results.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also waiting for someone to help me. I knew I needed help. Like I literally knew I needed help. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna miss this one because I'm like, I know that I can do better, and I know it's my professionalism. Like, you're just absolutely correct. So I'm soaking everything in. I agree with everything.
Yeah. And I tell you guys, like, any minority woman I work with, if she's not mentally ready to up level her brand, we can't work together. And
Absolutely.
that's where my feedback comes from. It never comes from a place of like being mean girl or anything. It comes from because I truly just love, like, I love minority women, and I love seeing them operate from a place of pure peace and happiness and content. And you can't do that if you're just stuck in confusion and doubt, right? So whenever I give feedback, it's definitely just thinking bigger picture, and you need people in your life that's going to think bigger picture. If everybody is thinking like you and
Right.
agreeing with you, you're in a cage and you're like, you
Right.
gotta get out of
Because who
there.
can get us out?
Okay. Okay. So, um, that's why when I give feedback and you guys are new to me, I always give a disclaimer, like, I'm not being mean, y'all, but it really is because I want y'all to grow in such a big picture way. Like, I don't see you as, Talisha B. I see you as Talisha Bell, like the Talisha
Yes.
Bell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I see you as something way bigger. And so that energy for all of you guys, you have to display that energy. And with your branding, it's going to elevate over time. As you make more money, it's going to elevate, but there's going to be certain things that you can do in the beginning that can set you up for success. I know you had a question about your logo. I don't have a problem with the logo that you have up here right now. You can, of course, you can always upgrade this later, but I don't have a problem with your logo that you have on your page right now. And here's the thing, y'all, the algorithm is not against you. It's your content. I'm gonna be very honest with you. The algorithm is not against you. I don't even preach the algorithm. I preach content and how you're showing up and your consistency, your engagement. I don't even talk about the algorithm. Like, you won't hear me talk about that on my page at all. When you're consistent and have a consistent like plan that you're pursuing, you ain't even got to worry about the algorithm. You don't care how many people liking, you don't care how many people commenting, because I will literally post a piece of content today and it'll have like 5 likes. 3 or 4 days later, it just blows up. I had a reel, like my reel I only had like 60 views on it. And then I woke up yesterday morning, it had 3,000 views. I was like, oh, well, that was weird. Like, that's why I don't care about the algorithm. I truly care about serving and putting out content that makes me happy. So when y'all focus on that is going to work better in your favor, and people are going to gravitate towards that way more than the perfect pieces of content that get put out there. So let's look at Skin by J. Cole. Again, I would probably combine all of this together just to make it more professional looking. Your logo, I will say this. I could tell it was made on Canva or at least on Adobe Illustrator. And that's just me because I do graphic design. It's a little blurry. I can't really see it. And I like to be able to see pictures. I like to be able to see stuff. So I would probably say zoom in on it. You got Bay Area Lash Bar. That's good. That's in your SEO settings. You definitely want to put some more in your bio. So you want to put more in your bio that talks about the services you offer, who you serve, how they can, connect with you when they click on this link, what is going to happen. I do like this area. Again, I'm a sucker for highlights because before I even work with somebody, I want to see what they've been doing, what they be up to, all that stuff. This is the fastest way for me to figure that out. So make sure these are updated. Reviews is definitely one that you want to make sure is always updated. If you get constant reviews in, then you want to make sure it's updated. Yours is 90 weeks old. Uh-oh, what's going on with Instagram? Yours is 90 weeks old. Oh, it looks like my link is broke. Oh, you must have changed it while we was on the phone.
She did. I love it.
Look, she's like, I'm gonna take action now.
Right.
Okay, so let's go here. I'm going back to it. Look at that. She took care of that so fast, y'all.
I love it.
Okay, I was sitting up there like,
Okay.
I know my internet is working because I'm on. Definitely. All right, I love it. I love it. So put some more in your bio. You got your highlights. Update your highlights. I'm sure you've had way more reviews than what you have listed in there. Lash Fun, About Us. Just make sure it's all updated, y'all. And I think it's fine. I know you're probably like, okay, I need a new logo, but I think your logo is fine. It just looks really blurry right now. And until you're able to like upgrade it, then you're good to stick with it. I just think you can have a clearer picture that kind of showcases your logo. Now you could also put your face here. That would be perfectly fine. As service-based business owners, it's completely fine if you put your photo, as long as it's a happy looking photo of you. And then of course you can leave this as your logo down here. Now if you are a product-based business, I would be telling you, I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see none of you on your product page. I want to see your product. I want to see people using your product. I want to see testimonials of your product. I don't care what you look like. I want to see the product. So if you were a product business, I would definitely give you way different advice. We got what you're looking for. You can book your luxury mink strip lashes. Is this you or is this other people? Oh, this is, I see other people. Okay, cool. So this looks like other people.
No, I'm in the middle. I'm the one in the middle.
There she
You're in the
go.
middle? Okay, good. So I was gonna say, girl, if this is you, you need to get some people, get their lashes done and put them up here. But I like how you mixed yourself in there too. So I was gonna fuss at you for a second, but I love how you have yourself mixed in there too. Because if people don't know how you look, then they won't even think it's you, right? But if there is a lot of you on your
Yeah,
page,
no. I don't really post myself on there rarely. I just started posting myself on there.
okay, awesome. And I find that with a lot of lash techs, y'all, this, I think even in the beauty industry, we normally they don't have their own lashes done, or they have them done at certain times. They're very strategic with it because usually you're knee deep in doing everybody else's beauty services. So I find that a lot. So I like that you have a picture of you that's mixed in here because it gives variety and I get to kind of see it. And then you have the lashes like outline, like this is a 32, it's a 44, it's a volume set. So that's really good. I also want to point out something I saw on here that I thought was super cool. You have Oakland lashes. For your hashtags, y'all, location specific hashtags are super key because when people are looking to get stuff done in certain areas, they're going to probably look up these keywords, right? And so people who do lashes in Oakland lashes, and you have a keyword specifically location wise that's going to help people find you. So I like that you have that in there. You don't need to get too wordy. Quick tutorial applying lash strips. Did you go live and do this or you just did a video?
No, it was a live, but that's old from like 3 years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. It popped on my Facebook memory, so I just reposted it on there.
Hold on. I love repurposing content. That's repurpose content. Here's the thing. Repurposing content saves you time. It saves you energy. It stops you from burning out. So I love repurposing content, especially if it's still relevant to what you're doing today. It's perfectly okay to repurpose the content. So this is a great example of, repurposing content to create a reel, whatever the case may be. Sometimes I repost my live videos that I do, and I'll be like, y'all, it's only gonna be up for 14 hours. I just choose some odd, strange number. I'm just weird like that. But I like that you have this here, because it just shows them, like, I would even do a tutorial, like go live like you did. Go live and show them how to put on lashes. Like, I struggled putting on lashes for years, y'all. Years. I'm talking about my makeup used to be beat, but I had to put on lashes. Oh man, I struggled. So there's a lot of women that struggle with this. So I think that'll be cool for you to do that too. Watch me flow. It's been a while. Okay, you got that post up. So again, switch up your content, be more consistent, posting. Have a day where if you do lashes and you have like 2 or 3 more appointments, just record yourself doing those lashes and get testimonials right then and there when they come to the appointment. I don't care if they be like, if they feel like, oh, girl, let me get up out of here, I gotta go. Can you send me that video? Can you make sure that you send me that testimonial of your lashes, girl? Something. Send me some video when you dressed up and you looking cute. Because I don't know why people show up to their appointments looking busted. That's okay. That's another story for another day, y'all. I'm assuming this. So this is your clothing brand. Yes, clothing brand. So everything 510. I would take this out of there again. I have a serious issue with things in the name. That's just me personally. So everything 510. What is your brand? Luxury streetwear brand. That needs to go in your SEO section. And then loving who you are by what you wear, be everything, hashtag everything 510. Now, this is probably the only time that I would say it's okay to have your specific hashtag in your bio. So a friend of mine, he has his saying that he puts in his bio, and he puts it on every piece of content that he posts too. So that would be the only time I would say that's okay. But typically, if you're putting just generic hashtags in your bio, you can just leave that out. you don't need this piece in, I don't know, at everythings510.com. I think maybe you were trying to put in an email or something, but you don't need this in here.
The
You can,
website, but it didn't do as a, it was supposed to be for the website.
oh, well, you have a link tree right here. So you have your Lash link tree. Maybe you want to just put the website in here instead of the Lash link tree. So that could be some confusion. If I was coming to your page, I'd be like, why she got Lash right here? So you should update just the actual link page for the website. All right. And then of course, update your highlights because they still say highlights. I will tell you right now, your clothing, here's what I would do. I would ask a few of my friends to come over, or we go out somewhere. Like everybody has like a place that they can go downtown, right? Have them dress up in your clothing brand, take some pictures, do some videos of them walking in the clothes. And I promise you, you'll have content for like the next 60 days that you can continuously post on social media, and that'll kind of get you flowing where you'll have more content to elevate your brand. So that's probably something that I would do. Or even if it's you, and get dressed up, get real cute and wear your brand and do some photos, some videos. You can do it on your iPhone. I am definitely an iPhone photographer. What can't play with me in this iPhone? I have a professional camera, but I feel like I take way better pictures on my iPhone than anything. Anybody have a Samsung? Y'all live y'all life. I ain't talking about y'all, but you can take really great pictures on a Samsung too. I've seen it. So you can use your phone. You don't have to get expensive equipment in order to take great pictures and videos for social media. So just keep that in mind. All right. So I'm going to look at a few more. Is this helping y'all? Like, are y'all updating as we go, as we're walking through these? I'm going to try
Thank
to
you.
find somebody different on here.
Can you do mines?
Lord, she want me to do hers, y'all. What?
I do. I know mine's is a mess, but
I'm gonna do Black Excellence Wine Co. first, and then I'll do yours.
Okay.
That's a little bit different from what we've been looking at. So let's
Okay.
see. Wine. Here we go. So we talked a little bit about product, right? So for product, I really don't care about who makes the product. For me, when I work with clients, if I see too much of them on the page, I'm instantly turned off. Because one, it represents you're a solopreneur selling products, and there might be issues with shipping. There might be issues with the product, and I don't want to deal with that. I like to have the perception that you have a strong team behind you, period. And so even if you're one person, you should have a perception that you have a strong team behind you. It'd be like, it's us, it's a we, me and my team. It don't matter. You have a strong team behind you. So I always like to say, when I go to your page for product businesses, I don't want to see you. So I like your name straight off the bat, Black Excellence Wine Co. LLC. Unless you need to have LLC in your name, you can take this out. Girl, we know you got a business. Let's just say that. We know you are established, all right? So you could probably take out the LLC piece, and then I would probably add in here, this is for the culture and all wine lovers. I would probably add in something like for culture, wine lovers and culture, like I would probably add something like that in your title, only because it's just going to set you apart on the SEO side of things. All wine lovers welcome, something like that. Definitely kind of sets you apart. I love that you got must be 21 plus to follow. That is a big thing for anyone selling any type of products like wine, tobacco, anything. They need to be a certain age. So must be 21 plus to follow. I would probably switch it around. So there's no saying that you have to have that first. So I would probably talk about my business first. So this is for the culture and all wine lovers. Enjoy a taste of excellence, and then must be 21 plus to follow. So I would probably put that in there. If there's something special about your particular wine or what you offer, definitely put that in there. You can take out the Black owned business, cheers, wine time, wine me up. You can take all those hashtags out and just personalize it more so to the company. And then of course, tell them what to do. If you have a new client discount, if you have a like a new purchase discount, whatever it is that you got, put that in your bio. So that way they know that they can get a percentage off on their first purchase. And then of course they can click the link. Now you have a link tree for your page. I haven't clicked on anybody's links because I just figured you guys had multiple things. But for a product business, when I see a link tree, I'm like, oh, what's like, what are we doing? What are we selling? So you got Alaska Airlines is bringing Black Girl Magic to first class in McBride Sisters Wine. Celebrate Black History 365 with these wine and spirit brands. I don't know if I would have all this in my bio. I want you to click on a link and I want you to buy my wine. I just want you to go straight to buy my wine. Because this is distractions. I need you to click on the link and spend your money, period. I don't want anything distracting you from buying the product. This could be something you can put in a highlight. So, you know, if you put it in your stories, you can have a link that goes to this like celebrate Black history, and then you can add that to a highlight. So that could be a highlight that you have on your page for wine lovers, like wine lovers explore, something like that. And then you can have something specially made for them. Wine time, I would get creative with my highlights. I would be like, wines to drink with steak, wines to drink with seafood, best places to travel and drink wine, wineries near you. Like I would get so crazy with my highlights. I would have probably about 10 highlights, just all wine stuff, wine with friends, wines with strangers. Like I would literally be going nuts and have so many different highlights. And of course, talking about who you are as a company and why you're Black Excellence Wine Co. Like what makes your wine Black excellence? You know what I'm saying? Like I would be definitely talking about that in my highlights. So I would go crazy a little bit. You have your reels up. So this you could probably just post as a regular post because it's not going to do anything for you. Let me also highlight something. I'm going to ask you this question. For your wine, you got your birthday sale. You got 41% off. Did you promote that like before that day?
So she just got off. I guess she's heading out of town. So I let her know that as we recorded so she can go back and just listen to your reviews or whatever, but she got off.
Okay, so this is for everybody, y'all. You got to have a launch strategy. You have to have a launch plan. I don't care if it's your birthday. You know your birthday coming up. You need to have a plan, all right? So I'll give you an example. My birthday was March 25th. On February 20-something, I was like, y'all, I'm thinking about having a masterclass. Do y'all want to come to a masterclass? They was like, yes, throw a masterclass. I was like, I don't know, y'all. It's last minute. I knew what I was doing. I was already planning to do something. I don't know, y'all. It's last. No, Coach Rocky, do a masterclass. I bet. Here's the link for the masterclass. It was up literally like March 2nd. Okay. I'm promoting that masterclass. It's my birthday. I know my birthday is coming up. I'm promoting it. Y'all, you can get this class was, you know, it was the age, it was the amount of how old I was making, right? So that was my promo for it. If you know your birthday is coming up, you shouldn't be dropping your birthday sale the day of your birthday. You are not in a position, you're not Beyonce, you're not, you know, prima donna, you're not any of those people. You have to plan your birthday sale. You have to plan it and you got to tell people you're going to have a birthday sale. This should be part of a launch strategy that you have. If Beyonce came out today and was like, it's my birthday, I want you to buy this, everybody gonna buy it. If you don't have Beyonce energy, you got to have a launch strategy, period. So when I see people have like sales up for their birthday and then I go and look at their content, I'm like, okay, she had one thing up. In honor of my birthday, we were having a 1 day 41% off sale. But even after that, there was nothing else to talk about. I don't see nothing else like women's history, right? I'm telling y'all, if you don't have a strategy outline, and then here's what I did from March 1st to March 25th, I only talked about my birthday masterclass. I didn't promote nothing else. I don't care. I had other stuff going on. I ain't promoted. I ain't asking nobody to book a call with me, nothing. I want you to come to this masterclass. So for 24 days, I promoted nothing but the same thing. I only had 10 spots. I had 9 people sign up for this masterclass. So when I tell you, consistency and commitment will help you guys make these sales. So now that all of you guys are buying the wine, what you're going to do is you're going to take some video testimonials and you're going to do some unboxing videos and you're going to send those to her, and she's going to have a lot of content to post on her page. She's going to have a happy clients highlight that she'll be able to have on her page and generate some sales. So that's for anybody who has a product. So I'm going to look at the last page of the night, and that of course is going to be the Thug Mrs. page, the boss lady page. Okay, I'm gonna look at her page. But y'all, I hope that this was like super helpful for you. A lot of the stuff that I talked about is structure. It's making sure your name has the SEO, photo, if you're a service-based provider, a clear picture of who you are and how you look. Because if I show up to get my lashes done and it's not that person, I'm gonna be very weirded out. Be very weirded out. So again, just making sure you have a clear photo of yourself, making sure you outline who you serve, how you serve them. If you have any special deals or discounts or anything like that going on, you want to make sure that you're putting that up there in your bio. Highlights is your commercials, mini commercials. It lets people get to know you really quickly. And then of course, your content has to make sense. It just has to make sense. All right. So you already know I love your picture. One thing I will say though, I like when people look at me. I don't know. I'm just very, so I like a picture where you're looking directly at me, because when you're looking directly at me, I feel like you're engaged with me already. If you're looking off to the side, and this is psychology based, y'all. So looking off to the side, you might be unsure of yourself. You might not feel comfortable like making that connection right off the bat by looking at people. You might be that person in the room where you have a vibrant personality, but you still kind of sit back and kind of peep things out before you like put yourself out there. On social media, I need to know you're putting yourself out there like immediately. So I would say if you have a photo that looks people right in the face, do that. Like look at them right in the face. You got your name up here. That's perfectly fine. You got Angel Armstrong, scaling coach, financial mogul, mentor, CEO of multiple 6-7 figure business who successfully helped over 70,000 women funded tech smoke. Oh, okay. It's all together. So you got to give me some spaces, because if
I know I didn't have enough room. I changed my bio. Like I change my bio all the time.
It's okay. I do the same thing. But I will tell you, I need to be able to, it got to read right. If it doesn't read right, then I'm going to instantly think, if she writes like this, how is it working with her? Y'all, I'm telling you, as minority women, we have to think about these things, y'all. I'm telling you right now. And there's not going to be, when I first started in business, there wasn't a lot of people that was just very honest about me. Like, they weren't very honest and tell me like your skin color is going to affect a lot of people's perceptions. And so that's why I say we have to think about these things as minority business owners. So I would add in, like, because you say you're a scaling coach,
I'll call you back,
and you're a mentor, what it is that you help people do. You want to put in your bio what it is that you help people do. So if you help them start financial businesses, if you help them scale from 5 figures to 6 figures, if you help them scale from 5 figures to 7 figures, that's what you need to put in your bio. I help you scale from 4 figure to 5 figure, 5 figure to 6 figures. You want to tell them what it is that you do for them, right? I like that you have your social proof element in there, which is I'm the CEO of multiple 6-7 figure businesses. I would probably just say I'm the CEO of multiple 7-figure businesses, because your 6-figure business is going to be a 7-figure business.
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, period. And
Okay.
right now it's just reading. It's 6, 7, like, just tell me you 7-figure, period.
Okay.
And I also love that you have helped over 70K women get funded. So I would probably like combine those two together. Like CEO.
So what do you recommend? Because at first I had all my businesses on there. I have health and beauty, and I have Airbnb and all that stuff. So I just niched it down to like one business and tried to niche the whole bio thing but I did want to always add that what I do, like overall what I do, the main thing that I do, and that is, help women successfully, start these 7-figure business. I need to just take 6 out, but yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely start with help women scale from whatever figure to this figure.
Okay.
I would start right.
I love that. Thank you.
And that's for all of you guys. You just want to tell them what it is you do right off the bat. This is what I do. And you said it already. You said you're a scaling coach and you're a financial mogul mentor, right? So I'm going to tell you how I do it. If you're already at 5 figures, I'm going to help you make 6 figures, period. And if you've helped people get to 7 figures, it's okay to say that too, period. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So you want to immediately say, help women. I help women scale their business from 5 to 6 figures. You also can add in your social proof element, which is CEO of multiple 7-figure business, plus helped over 70,000 women get funded.
Okay.
Now, you have 2 call to actions in your bio, and this is what's taking up a lot of room. One, you want them to text mogul, and then the other one is get the free business credit ebook. You have to decide right now which call to action is most important. And this is for everyone. Which call to action is most important to you right now?
Okay.
For me, I think right now I have in mind book a free call because I'm not currently promoting anything. But when I had my masterclass, I said, join B-Day masterclass. You see what I'm saying? So which one is most important to you and that you want, that's going to help you move towards your goal faster? If it's them joining your text group, that's the one. If it's getting that business, the free business ebook, then that's the one. If it's and here's the thing, you can switch out your call to actions depending on what your goals currently are for the week, for the month, for the quarter, whatever it is. Does that make sense for everybody?
Yes.
All right. And then you have your link in here. So I'm going to click on your link too. And I'm going to give you guys some feedback. So you have a lot of links, a lot of links, right? This could be very busy for somebody. This can, for me, being an ADHD person, I'm thinking she got a lot of stuff going on. How can she help me? So if you were to organize these, like this right here, vision board party, July 29th, this is done.
Okay.
Right? Audit your links, ladies. Audit your links. If you have a lot of links, you need to audit them. So you can take this out, really pay attention to what's the most important things that you want people to do and have that up there first. Like affiliate link, earn up to 3K a week. How many people are realistically clicking on this? If they're not clicking, if you're not getting more than 3 clicks and signups a day, you
just take it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Either take it out or move it out, like move it down to the bottom, right? Really think about, what do I want people to do? First things first, you probably want them to book a consultation. Like you might want them to do that. If it's something tax related, you probably want to have that in there. Your mentorship, what you're doing right now, this is big. I definitely would want to have something about the mentorship up top. So really start to think strategically, what do I want people to do when they click on my link? What's the first thing I want them to do? And then another piece for all of you ladies, consider like, how can I make the link stand out? Like what it is that I might want them, like, is it going to shake? Is it going to have emojis? Like, what is it? How can I make it stand out? Because right now it's just like, you have a lot of stuff going on. You're a multi, like you got a lot of stuff going on. You're like me. I'm gonna be very honest. You're like me, but here's what I had to learn to do is to separate. I had to separate because what one person might come to me for, another person might not come to me for. Yeah. And I had to really like separate it. And just show people like, hey, this is the thing that I got going on right now. Like I had to hide some links. I had to make some links not visible. All right. So I would definitely recommend that. Then you got your highlights. I like your highlights. You guys can make highlight covers in Canva. You can use your phone, whatever works for you. You can make highlight covers. So she has these in here. What I will tell you, where is you need to have an about me highlight.
Okay.
Yeah, because you do too much not to have an about me highlight. Like, there needs to be a way that I can connect with you real quick. If you guys need a structure for an about me highlight, you can go to my page, and I think mine says start here. Yeah, it says start here. You can literally copy my framework, literally copy it. And I basically tell people who I am, what I do, how you can work with me, and I give them fun facts about me. And I also kind of go through some other things like, my companies, like the different businesses I have. And that gives them the opportunity to learn about me really quick. So you definitely need one of those because you have a lot of things going on, and you want, yeah, I could put my page in the chat. You want people to connect with you real quick because
Okay.
you do have a lot of other things going on. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have a problem with your content. Because I follow you, because I'm connected to you, I see your content. I love the content that you put out. I love how your content is colorful. I'll say that it's engaging.
Yeah.
I love that you share your family. I love that you put up things about your mentorship. And let me tell you, ladies, her putting up things about her mentorship shows that she's not just serving herself, she's serving other people too. And then also by showcasing who's coming in to talk in the mentorship, it gives that FOMO, like fear of missing out. They're like, man, she's gonna have a business credit strategist come in. She's got a content strategist coming in. Dang, she putting on for her people. How much does it cost to join this mentorship? Like,
Yeah.
it start to wonder, and then they get all the recordings. Like, let's think about this recording, y'all. I don't know how long we were supposed to be on. I think we're supposed to be on an hour. Let's think about this recording. This recording alone is worth whatever the monthly price is. And I'm not being cocky. I'm just being very
For real.
It's worth whatever the monthly price is. And so think about if you had a business credit strategist come in, I'm sure that was worth whatever the monthly price is. And so the value, like showcasing this stuff, if you have a membership and you're having people come in and talk to people, that's going to be important too. One thing I will tell you is to try to find a healthy balance between the businesses you do have and what you do, because you do taxes, you have Airbnb, you have your mentorship, you're doing your lives, you're showcasing who you are, like as a personal brand. Find a healthy balance of what it is that you want to promote and what you want to talk about. You're probably going to talk about your mentorship every week or every month, right? So that's probably something that's going to go into your content strategy. But these other things, like right now, you probably should be talking about taxes. That would probably be my main thing. Taxes. Because it's tax season. I think from January to April, I'm talking about taxes. And if it's business, then of course, before that March 15th date or whatever the date is, like you got to get your taxes in. Like, let's make sure that's the only thing you're talking about. And then after that, like I would start to trickle, and this is for anybody, I would start to trickle into a new like content focus. So you got your tax money. Here's how you can start an Airbnb. You got your tax money. This is why you need to now use that money and invest in my mentorship so you can learn how to elevate and maximize that money you got. So I would start to kind of shift focus into talking about something different as tax season starts to wrap up, because now you're going to start going into a new piece of what's my next focus for the next 90 days, right? So that's for everybody. Just start thinking about that. Like when from January to March 31st, I talked about a lot of content strategy, but in there, I was talking about AI. I was like, how you can use ChatGPT, different AI tools. And everybody's like, oh, I want to learn about AI. I was like, I don't really have nothing about AI right now. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I already had something planned for AI. I was just trickling it in because that's a part of my content strategy. So I'm trickling it in, making people get a little, a little thirsty, whatever it is. And now they want an AI class. Guess what? I already had an AI class planned. That's our secret. I don't want y'all telling nobody that. All right. I already had an AI class planned, but I'm asking my audience because I really want to know what my audience wants too. Like, I don't want to just drop something and then it flops. Right. So I want to make sure that it's something that they want too. So having these little conversations about, yeah, you need a strategy and AI is going to help you. AI is going to help you. You guys should get into AI. They're like, well, do you teach AI? No, I'm not teaching anything AI right now. If you guys want an AI class, let me know. I already got an AI class coming, period. But if y'all want it, let me know so I can bring it out. So one thing I did, and this for you too, Angel, if you do any master classes, I created a wait list. And I created the wait list because the wait list is going to tell me how many people want the class, and I'm creating content around it. And so they're joining the wait list, but they really don't know. I already have a date in mind for the class. The wait list is just to tell me how many people really want it right now. So when I drop the class, I already have people that are warm and ready to buy. See what I'm saying? So that's for any of you guys. If they're already warm and ready, how can I warm people up? You're probably wondering, how can I do that as a lash tech? Listen, y'all, I'm going to have a super special sale on May 25th. You need to join this list. I'm going to have a super special sale in June. I don't know the date yet, but if you want to be a part of the super special sale, join this list, get on my email list, and I'm going to send y'all the info. Look at that. I never even said what day in June. I just said I got a super special sale coming up where I'm going to offer the best price on lashes in the city. I'm going to have my tracksuits are going to be marked down on this day. Join my list. This builds anticipation. It tells you how many people really want to buy. And if people aren't joining your list, that tells you I need to create better content around it. So that way I can get people on the list, because those people are warm and ready to buy. That's a whole strategy that you guys just got that most people don't even understand. Warm and ready. I'd rather talk to warm bodies than cold bodies all day.
Yes.
I create content for warm bodies. I don't create content for nobody cold. But other than that, I love your content. I love your mix of it. I would just say find a happy balance or medium where you can continuously have people coming in for your different things, for the different things that you have going on. So that would be my suggestion on that.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna stop sharing, and I know I saw a couple comments in the chat, and I'm gonna look at those real quick. Somebody said, can I put my page in the chat? Yeah, I'll put my page in the chat. And then how do you figure out what one thing to focus on? I'm gonna tell you right now, it can be hard to decide what's the thing you're going to focus on when you're multi-passionate and you're really good at doing a bunch of different things, right? But you have to learn how to successfully market something in order to learn how to market the other things. That's why I'm a big proponent of focusing on one or two things for 90 days. So you can really learn like the levers of what works and what doesn't work. And you can adjust, because it might work for the next thing. It might not. I would say right now, what's the thing you want to promote the most? Like you just want to, like, oh, I know for a fact that this journal is the thing I want to sell. I know for a fact that this service is the thing that I want to book. If you know that you want to book this, like you want people to buy your course, or you want people to sign up for your mentorship, the thing that might get them across the threshold is booking more phone calls to get them on a call, like sales calls, right? So I know I need to ask for sales calls every single day. Every day, I need to be getting somebody on the phone. I need to get people on the phone so I can make a sale to them, or I need to sell in the DMs, which is a whole different strategy, right? So once you learn how to sell on the phone, you can sell in the DMs, period. So I focus on that particular thing that's going to move the lever. The thing that's going to move the lever in your business, that's going to help you grow, and it's going to help you make sales. If you can find things that's going to help you grow and make sales, that's what you need to focus on, period. So I would say to anyone, people always ask me this question, like, Coach Rocky, how do you decide what you're going to focus on? I'm going to tell you, I'm very strategic. I was already planning 2023 and 2022. So in August, September, I sat down and was like, what do I want my 2023 to look like? Well, 2022 was highly chaotic for me. I was at event after event. I was speaking at events. I was holding masterclass every month. I was creating a whole bunch of content. I was trying all the things. I had a course, I had a membership, I had all kind of stuff going. So I said in 2023, I need more ease. I was on podcasts, I was on TV, I was everywhere in 2022, everywhere. So in 2023, I said, I want more ease in my life. How do I make more ease in my life? Okay, the first 3 months, in January, I'm going to just do soft promoting. I ain't going to even do a lot of promoting. I ended up getting sick anyway, so I was definitely soft promoting. But in January, I was just kind of chilling, looking at the business, like paying attention to what works, looking at my offers. February, I rolled out VIP days, which I hadn't done one-on-one. I hadn't done one-on-one in like 2 years. So I rolled out VIP days and people were like eating it up. And I was like, whoa, I don't want to do too many VIP days. Like I'm okay. So I had to kind of scale back on that, right?
What did your VIPs days look like? It was just like get a VIP call. They come to you. Like, what did it look like?
That's a great question. So for my VIP days, I basically put together your whole brand and content strategy. And we usually like a week or two before, we have like a soft meeting where we talk about just certain things that's going on in your business. It's like a 20-minute, 30-minute meeting. And then I take that time after that to put together your strategy. And then once your strategy is complete, we meet for, it's a 6-hour meeting, but you can break it up into either 2 sessions or 3 sessions. And so it's a 6-hour meeting where now I sit with you and I walk through your complete strategy, what you need to do on and off social media to market your business and how you're going to show up. If there needs to be brand identity changes, because there's a difference between your brand strategy and your brand identity. When you guys think branding, a lot of times you think logo, you think website, you think colors. Branding is way deeper than that. So I do brand strategy. I don't do brand identity anymore, which is creating logos and websites. So if there needs to be a change with your brand identity, I recommend you somebody who can change up your entire brand identity, because if your brand strategy doesn't match, the identity piece is going to be a disconnect, right? So we meet for like 6 hours. And then after that, you have, I have a business cell phone. This is something I introduced in 2023. When I used to do one-on-ones before, you could reach out to me via DM or a app like Voxer or something like that. In 2023, I have a business cell phone that you have access to for 8 weeks. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can book an appointment with me to ask me questions. It's called like hot seat coaching. Basically, if you have a question about your strategy, hey, my content isn't doing what it's supposed to do. I need to look. I need to, figure out what's going on. You can book an appointment with me and we can talk about it and I'll review it. Or if you just want me to review something, you can send it to me via my cell phone. Everybody ate that up because who out there is really giving out a cell phone number? Like, not many people are giving out their cell phone number. They're like, you got to hit me up on Voxer. You got to hit me up in the DMs. You got to hit me up some other way. So I found that catered to a whole different type of clientele where they were like, I like that option. I like being able to hit you up on your phone. Now, there's boundaries. You can't just hit me up at 2 a.m. and think I'm going to respond. And plus, this phone stays downstairs in my office. That's another boundary. It stays in my office. It does not leave this office once I'm done for the day. Because I am that person. I do serve. We've been on here 2.5 hours. I serve. So if I see something coming at 10:30, I'm like, I can answer this real quick. No, I don't do that no more. Right. So that's what my VIP days look like. But now I'm back to doing my master classes. I'm about to reopen up my group coaching program because that was another thing that I revamped. I revamped my group coaching program. I also have speaking engagements. I have a lot of other things kind of going on. And so I just decided 2023 was going to be at ease for me. It was going to be easy because 2022 was chaotic. I was everywhere. I was always on a plane. I never had my voice. I was constantly hoarse because I'm doing all these things. And I just made a decision that I want it to be easy. And so that I plan my stuff, y'all, way ahead of time. One of the things we talked about tonight, remember I said looking at national calendar days, like to promote your business. I always know the holidays. I have an email set up through nationalcalendar.com that sends me emails every day that tells me what national day it is. So I'm always up to date on stuff because on the agency side, we run people's social media pages. And so we have to be up to date on things for them too. So I would say right now, tonight, this is a homework assignment for all of you guys. If you struggle with trying to figure out what's the one thing you want to focus on, tonight, I want you to write down the 5 things that you need to do in your business to get from A to B. Write 5 things down. If you're like, I need to make an extra $1,000, if you're like, I need to make an extra 10,000, if I need to get extra 5 followers, whatever the case may be, write down those 5 things, okay? Write down 5 things. Then I want you to circle 2 of them. 2 of the things that is the most urgent for you to do right now. 2 of the things that are the most urgent for you to do right now. And I want you to choose those 2 things to focus on for the next 90 days. The next 90 days, just focus on that. So for example, I wanted to grow my YouTube channel. And I told you I'm an emerging LinkedIn and YouTubepreneur right now, right? So I wanted to grow my YouTube channel. I made a commitment April 1st. In April, I'm going to get 25 subscribers. I only had like 9 subscribers. I was going to get to 25. Today's the 12th. I have 27 subscribers. You know what I did? I posted 2 videos. I promoted it on multiple platforms. I told people to join my YouTube channel. I commented on all the people who commented on my YouTube. I did all those things. I went in hard. And now my goal for May is to get to 50. I'm already at 27. You see what I'm saying? I go hard. I'm going to go hard for 90 days. And I need you guys to do the same thing. Go hard for 90 days on those 2 things and don't quit. I don't care if you feel like it's getting tough. I don't care if you feel like you're tired. Don't quit. You can quit when it's over. And after 90 days, day 91, take a break. But for 90 days, just go hard. And you ain't going to even recognize yourself after 90 days. You're going to be like, damn, I accomplished that. I did that. Yes. So for 90 days, just go hard at those 2 things. And that will help you identify like what you should be focusing on in business. All right. What other questions you guys got? I know y'all ain't just let me talk all this time. Y'all ain't got no questions.
They don't have no questions. China, did you want to speak and ask a question? Brianna, did you guys want to ask her any questions?
Any ideas for like a pre-launch?
What it is specifically that you do, Jasmine?
Clothes and clothes for my clothing.
You sell clothing. So for a pre-launch,
It was the Everything 510 page.
Oh, okay, cool. So for a pre-launch, definitely putting yourself out there, right? So how do you do that? You want to show a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So behind the scenes can be, you unboxing the clothes, you having people try it on, you doing photo shoots with the clothes, you talking about the material of the clothes. Like, are you guys excited to see this come through? Like, let me know in the comments, comment on this. If, look how cute this looks on me. Look at this color. What other colors would you guys like to see? This is all pre-launch strategy. Like psychologically wise, like I already know when I'm going to launch, but here's what I'm doing. I'm building up anticipation for the launch. I'm also figuring out if people are going to truly buy based off of just social media alone, right? If people aren't buying based off of social media alone, here's what I need to do. I need to go outside and mingle with people and show them my product and then post that to social media. Because here's what happens. When they feel like they're missing out on something, like everybody likes that. Why don't I like it? They feel like they're missing out on something. They want to be in the know. So that's why it's important for you to start thinking about how can I show them the anticipation before I actually put it out there. Even if it's a website, y'all. Man, we putting a website together. Y'all, let me give y'all a sneak peek of what the website looks like. Even showing them that, like showing them, like talking about your shipping, talking about your return policies, putting all that information out there, because this is getting them like that energy built up for you to launch it, right? So when you get ready to launch, I always say for clothing brands, your launch should be about 4 to 6 weeks. And so 2 weeks before you get ready to actually like push it out there, you should start like, we're going to have special deals. We're going to have a drop special. We're going to be doing this. Like, who's excited about it? The first person to buy, you're going to get a special gift. I love special gifts. I love when people put surprises in there. I would also start thinking about your packaging, because your packaging is also a part of your marketing. People don't think about this, but packaging is also a part of your marketing. So what your box is going to look like, how are you, what bags are you going to use? Are you going to use a specific color of a bag to put the clothing in? How are you going to seal the packages? Are you going to put a special note in the package? I love special notes. I keep all my special notes. The young lady who buys all my clothes, like the thrifting and stuff, she sends me special notes. She's been doing this now for me for 6 months, and she still sends me special notes. I love special notes. So are you going to put a special note in there? Are you going to have like coupons that's in the packaging that allows them to come back and spend money? These are all things you got to think about in your pre-launch for clothing, for products that this is why it's hard for people to just decide to put up a website and sell today. You have to have all these things kind of like mapped out, where it's like, I know what the packaging is going to look like. I know what the special messaging is going to look like. I know what the behind the scenes content is like. I have all of this outlined. And here's another thing. Outline how much it costs for you to get the product, to ship the product. So that way you understand how much you need to price the product for. We just sell products and we don't understand like how much it truly costs to sell, like for someone to buy this product, right? And I say that with love, y'all. Y'all need, seriously, figure out how much it costs to actually make your product, ship it, and how much you actually are getting back in return. Because you don't want to, it costs you $20 to make this product and ship it, and you're charging $25. That is, I don't like that ROI at all. So keep that in mind. There's a lot that goes into a pre-launch strategy, but those are some of the logistics that I would definitely focus on if I was you.
Thank
I
you.
want to show them my bags. So these are the bags I came up with, and it has a message on here. Can y'all see?
It was a little blurry, but I see it's like you have some
Yeah,
sort of
it was
fabulous-
cute. I like them.
So these are like, and I got these on Amazon too. So she's absolutely right about that, and people love it. Like just opening this up.
Yep. It makes it's a personalized experience. It says Angel. It doesn't say Amazon. It says Angel when I get this.
Yes, that's what it
Yes.
is.
Also, you can get some off Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
I got my bags off Etsy as well. If you want to get some bags and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I love SD. That's where I love it.
I
Yep.
love it.
I absolutely love personalization. I don't care how big of a company you are. I love personalization. I love just little things that just say that you thought about me as a consumer.
Yes.
So
yeah, I'm big on handwritten notes, or like try to sign something. I'm big on like actually signing it myself.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. Like seriously, I love that. So that would be my suggestion, just real quick on a pre-launch strategy. You definitely, for any of you guys, I know you, and I don't know where everybody's financial situation is, but when you are able to invest in a launch strategist, someone who can help you put together a marketing plan for your product, your service, whatever it is that you got going on, definitely invest in it, because once you kind of get a framework, you can kind of copy that framework, mimic it for the future, and you can find some similar successes in it. Will it work for every single thing you sell? Probably not, but just that framework piece of it where you're like, oh, they had this set up, they had that set up, they had this set up. I probably should consider doing the same things for this next launch, just to kind of let you guys know. All right.
Right, I
Also,
did. It's just so much info. It's like it is like overwhelming.
I have that effect
take
on
notes. Also, I was gonna tell her too, just like for her website as well. My earpiece just died.
okay, she just went in and out.
Yeah, you sound
Okay,
like you're back
sorry,
now.
y'all. But yeah, my earpiece just died. But I was gonna say, also like if you wanted to do like a 10% off, 15% off for those who subscribe to your website,
just so you can get like an email list and stuff?
Right. I've been doing that. I've been
Mm-hmm.
posting like the little page, the little like the screenshot of the like, you know, sign up and stuff. But like people are just so anti, they will not go sign up. I don't know
They
what I'm
won't.
doing wrong.
Just
You
keep
gotta push
doing
it. So here's the
Yeah.
thing. You telling people to sign up is not enough. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Telling people to sign up for something is not enough. Like you have to give them a reason to sign up for something. And so, and this is a completely rogue strategy, but it's worked for all of my product clients. I would tell them, make your new customer discount like 30% or more. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if I see a discount of 40% on a new purchase, I'm buying every time. I don't even care what it is. It's 40% off, 50% off. What? I'm buying
Right.
it. And the reason, the psychology behind it is that this is a bigger discount than I'm usually expected to see. So once they buy, they get that. And this is a new customer discount. This isn't a 40% all the time.
Right.
This is a new customer discount that you're offering to them. They're more likely to use it. The bigger the discount, the more likely they are to use it. And so if you have a product page too, this is a whole conversation, Lord have mercy. If you have a product page, you have to have a way of getting people's email addresses when they come to your website. I like gamification. And so that could be a spin the wheel. It can be a, you know, click this one, match tic-tac-toe, whatever, and you get a discount, whatever it is, right? I love the spin the wheel where they have to put their email address in, it spins the wheel and it spits out a discount. And so people love games. That's just the reality of it. So when they come to your site, you can have it set up that way. Usually when you use those gamification methods, you can kind of put in the ones that you want to actually have on there, like the percentages. I always say put some juicy ones on there, 20, 25%, 40%. If you put in 10, first off, you give me a 10% discount, I ain't buying. What the hell I'm gonna do with 10%? I'm a premium buyer.
That's why they ain't going to sign up right there.
I'm about to tell you, this is why we're having this conversation, because I heard you say that. I am a premium buyer, y'all. Let me explain what that means. When I want something, I get it. If there's value in it, I'm gonna buy it. If it saves me time, I'm gonna get it. If it, like, I have somebody come and clean my dog poop up. I don't clean dog poop. I have somebody cuts my grass. I'm not cutting grass. Like, I have somebody that helps clean the house. I don't want to clean the house. I am a premium buyer. So when you say 10% to me, that ain't nothing to me. I'm so premium. I'm a loyalty buyer. So if I buy from you one time, if I have a great experience, I'm going to keep buying. I'm going to keep buying. The lady who does the thrift shopping for me, I can easily go to Ross. I can go to Burlington, but you know what she does? She offers a service that I can't get nowhere else. Hey girl, I'm in the store right now. They have this cute outfit. I'm about to send you a picture. Tell me if you want it, because I can get it on the low for you. She offers me a service that I can't get nowhere else. I can go to Ross. I can do that. But what's special, right? And then she always writes me handwritten notes. So I'm a premium buyer, and I want you to think about premium buyers. Premium buyers, even though they don't want a discount, because we don't need a discount, because we're going to spend our money either way. When they see a discount, they still want it to shout to them. They want it to say premium. And so when I see 10%, that ain't nothing to me. That's a couple dollars. I want you to think big money, like, what can I give them? I promise you, if you were to switch up your discount to like 25%, even 30%, in the next 30 to 45 days, you're going to see a difference. If you don't see a difference, I want you to consider a couple things. What does my content strategy look like? What are my marketing strategies? Am I being consistent? Right? What is it in there for them? Don't think about you. A lot of times in business, y'all, and Angel will tell you this, we will lose a little money on the front end because the back end money is where it's at. The back end money is where it's at. I've sold things for $1 before. I've sold things for $1. You know, y'all probably like, you sold things for $1? Yes. Because once they enter into my ecosystem, one, they've already committed to spending money with me. Once they commit to spend money with me, I got them. Now all I got to do is nurture them to a point where they're going to spend more money with me. So it's a psychology behind it. And you guys have to really think about it. Like 10%, 15%, and 50%, and okay. But if it's 20% or over, me as being a premium buyer, someone who is ready to spend their money, I'm gonna consider buying it, especially if the value is there. So I'm glad that we had that conversation, because when I heard you say 10%, I immediately was like, I don't care what you got, I ain't buying that. That's 10%. What am I doing with 10%?
Laugh
Yeah.
out loud. Thank you.
Yeah, and another thing is I do like a dollar amount, something with a dollar amount, like $30 off your first order. Not, you don't have to subscribe to me. Like, you get $30 off your first order, but I make it make sense. Your order has to be at least over $75, $80. Like, you know.
Yeah,
But
see, it was just a
I'm
little
gonna-
10% discount to sign up for my email list.
Yeah, I don't
so
get on your
I would always exit. I would exit the little pop-up shop. I'm exiting, like, girl.
Yeah, I don't get on your email list for 10%, girl. I would no. That's what I'm thinking in my head as a consumer. In my head, I'm thinking, you want me to give you my email address so you can bug me for 10%?
Well, I do be saying I ain't gonna spam them.
I know, but here's the thing, y'all. You are going to spam them. I need y'all to stop thinking that right now.
Laugh out loud. Oh my God.
Like, no, seriously, because I have a client who was like, in her email, she'd be like, we're not going to send you a lot of emails. And I made a post about her. I told her, I'm making a post about you. You are going to send email. Fashion Nova sends how many emails? How many?
All day.
Cuss y'all ass out and everything. And you mean to tell me you're not going to spam them? No, I'm going to spam you. I'm going to send you probably about 2 to 3 emails a week. If it's a slow season, you might get 1 a week. But yeah, I'm definitely going to email you, buddy. But what is it in it for them? So just a 10% discount to join the email list isn't enough. So like Angel said, $30 off your first order, 40% off your first order. It has to be enticing enough for them to buy. So that way, when they join like your email list and they are getting like these promotional emails, they're getting things from you. Now they're in your ecosystem. So they're more than likely to buy again. And there's a lot of things that you guys aren't probably going to know about yet. And that's like re-engagement emails, retargeting emails, all these other type of emails that go into place, right, as a product business. But I want y'all to get out your head right now that if they join my email list, I'm not going to send them a lot of emails. You damn sure better. Period.
Oh God. Oh my God. There you go.
Hold on, I'm getting spicy. It's almost 11 o'clock here. I am getting spicy. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. It's a little past my bedtime. It's about to get a little after dark. You damn sure
I love it. Oh my goodness.
you better send emails. You better. For some reason we get this thing where we feel like we're bothering them because we probably been in a position where somebody sent us a lot of emails and we had that same thought. So now we're in business. We're like, I'm not going to do that thing. Right. So I'm going to give you guys an example. I was in the car with my sister one day and she was like, girl, this dude, I reached out to him about a tattoo and told him I'm going to hit him up later when I'm ready. Can you believe he hit me up? I said, oh, really? I said, how long ago was it? She was like, it was a few weeks ago. I said, oh, he did the right thing. She was like, no, I told him I was going to hit him up. I said, no, that man's running a business. If you seem like you were warm and ready to buy, he's going to hit you up. He's going to find out if you're now ready. And guess what? He's going to probably add you back into his ecosystem and follow back up with you in a few weeks. He's running a business. This ain't no charity. What are you talking about? Don't get me wrong. I'm operating in my God-given purpose. I'm doing what God is telling me to do. This is part of my calling. But everybody in the Bible, girl, we about to break out the Bible. Everybody in the Bible had abundance. Even when they was broke, they were led into abundance. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me I'm supposed to be broke in business. We got to fix our broken mindset so we can fix our broken pockets, like, period. So for anybody who feels like they're not going to email nobody, then why are you collecting an email address? I just had to lay that out there.
Thank you. That makes sense though.
I told y'all I love y'all, but I give tough love. This is how I am.
We love it. We love it, coach.
As a mentor, as a coach, anybody who's in my ecosystem, I tell them, look, if you can't deal with somebody being real and direct with you, please don't work with me, because the money's gonna come to me regardless. But peace of mind, I can never trade that. So if you feel like this energy right here is not good for you, don't work with me.
I'm a big old baby. I be needing that.
Do you hear me? And I just feel like more women need women who are like rooting for them, but also not babying them. Like I'm gonna hug you, but I'm gonna slap you at the same time. Like, because we're gonna get it together. As a woman, you deserve to have everything. Everything. The money, the cars, the purpose, God, his blessings, Jesus, whatever you want. You deserve to have everything because he made us so specifically in mind for a purpose, reproduction. Let's just put it like that. And we get, there's the government, there's politics, there's a lot of things that's set up against us. So as a woman, I want you to go after everything you want in life, period. I go after everything I want. You can't tell me I can't have it.
Yes.
So if you guys have fear, if you fear like how am I going to do the thing? You have shyness. That's the devil, because the devil puts doubt, confusion, shyness, anxiety, all that in your life. So you don't operate in your purpose. You think that you're selling clothes, but in reality, you're helping somebody cover up scars that they've been hiding their whole life. So you guys got to think about it that way. So when you expand your mind and you look at things differently versus I'm just doing one thing, I'm just selling this clothes, I'm just putting lashes on, I'm doing somebody's face, I'm helping them with body sculpting. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I've thought about body sculpting because I don't have a butt. But let me tell you why I don't have a butt. 2 years ago, I got really sick, and I lost a lot of weight, like dramatically lost a lot of weight. And I struggle with body dysmorphia because I went from being big busted, big booty, big thighs, everything, to now I'm just like, I don't have none of it. So for me, that was a big change in my life. But I also knew being really sick, I didn't want to get a BBL. I didn't want to do any of those things. So when I heard of body sculpting, when I heard of these non-surgical methods, these non-invasive methods, right? I said, that's for me. That's for people like me who've been through so much medically that do not want to go through another medical procedure, that wants the safe side of it. So when you think you're doing just body sculpting, no, you're literally putting me in a position where I don't have to endanger my life again. I don't have to be put in a place where I'm going to be sick, or I might be away from my daughter, or like any of that. So when you guys think you're just doing the thing, no, your thing is way bigger than that. It's way bigger. Oh, this them late night conversations. I ain't mean to go.
I love it. I love it.
I know you love it, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off. I just
this was great. We are very much in tune. This was great. We needed it. We absolutely needed it. We really appreciate you. Like, oh my God, this is good. I'm not even tired. Like, I'm literally not even tired. I can soak this up all day.
I'm highly passionate about what I do. I'm highly passionate about women. I'm highly passionate about Black women.
And it shows.
Do you have any scriptures that you could recommend and coincides with like what we talked about tonight?
Ooh, girl.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Hold on. First off, I'm gonna tell y'all. So I'm really big on reading the Bible, and so one of the things I do is I go to YouVersion a lot. You know, that's the Bible app, right? And so I've found a lot of different plans on there. So instead of just scriptures, I've actually been recommending these plans to people because I find that they include the scriptures that we all struggle with. And so I'm going to actually recommend some plans to y'all. There is one particular one on here. I love her stuff. So if you have, yeah, I'm gonna put it in here. I'm looking it up on my phone real quick. I'm gonna copy the link. And if you look at one of her plans, you're actually gonna be able to find all of her plans. I think this should be the link right here. Oh, nice. So this is so the latest is called Manifest Her Daily. And so she talks about different ways that women can manifest themselves into being more godly, being more connected, right? And so she talks about being a wise woman, about being a woman who moves when God moves. And so I've actually went through all of her plans. I've even joined her coaching community because of just how phenomenal she is. But even with that, like, I would say that's definitely one that I would recommend to you. There's a couple others that I'm about to drop in here. There's one that I went through on anxiety, and it was like really good. It was an anxiety detox, and I loved it. So I'm gonna drop that one in here. And all of these scriptures, because people ask me this all the time, like, do you have scriptures we could read? And I'm like, no, read these plans because they have all the scriptures that I would read anyway. So go through the plans. They're very motivational, but more so, a lot of these have action items in them that you can actually take and apply. So I would say anything for the first one, anything by her, definitely download it. That one is a good one. And so here's one that I'm going to share with you guys. And I don't know why my spirit is just telling me that I need to share this one. So this one's called the Forgiveness Dare. I find that a lot of people in our life, we go through a lot, y'all. As women, we go through a lot. As Black women, we go through a lot. Whether you've had some trauma in your life, whether people wronged you, friends, family, whatever, we struggle with forgiveness. And here's what I'm going to tell y'all. Forgiveness is the single thing that can stop you from having the blessings in your life. If you feel like you're stuck, I've learned to reevaluate who I need to forgive. And a lot of times we say things like, oh, I can forgive them, but I can't forget. No, God needs you to forget. He needs you to move on. He knows that you might struggle with it every now and again, but he knows that in order for you to have access to what he has for you, he needs you to forgive these people. And you can't just soft forgive them. Soft forgiveness is, I forgive them, but then 2 days later, you're ready to bring it back up, right? I did this forgiveness dare. And honestly, I do it probably very consistently now, where I just identify people who I need to forgive. And I've had situations in my life where there are people I need to forgive. And so I never thought I would be able to forgive them, but I have such a softness in my life now that it has opened me up and made me vulnerable to forgive them. And so even just being around them, I'm able to look them in the face. I'm able to, have a conversation, but also be able to say, like, I'm not waiting for them to apologize to me. Because I don't know about y'all, I used to wait for people to apologize to me. I used to wait for people to say they wronged me. And because they never
me right now, oh my God, I needed this. Like, and that is just, I cannot go without closure, and I need to figure that out. Like, that is horrible. I hate that for me.
I hate it too.
Here's what I'm going to do for you right now. And I go wherever the Lord tells me to go. Here's what I'm going to do for you, Jasmine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything that happened to you, everything that was done to you. I am sorry. I am sorry. For anybody on here, I am sorry. Forgive me, please. Please forgive me. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that I was wrong. I didn't understand how much I hurt you. I didn't understand how much I wronged you. I didn't know how much you meant to me. I didn't understand why you were placed in my life. I didn't see how worthy you were, and I'm sorry. I am truly sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, thank you. Oh, baby. Oh, no, like, you have, like, people just don't know how to say that. Like, they just don't know how to say sorry. Like, I don't know. Thank you so much, though. That was so sweet.
Listen, you're not gonna get it from him. So I'm gonna give it to you. And I don't know why God led me to that, but for
I'm sorry, y'all.
any of y'all who needed that, I just want you to know, you got it. You got it. You have it. The people you are waiting on to apologize to you, it's not gonna happen. But I release that over you right now. The people who you think should believe in you, but it seems like they don't, I release that right now. You don't need that. You don't need them. We literally had people on here tonight where they stepped up and bought wine and offered to do content with each other, offered to create testimonials. This is your community. This is your tribe. So what you feel is lack, it's not. It's not lack. So for anybody who needs it, I am sorry. And if you need to, this is a recording I got. Go back and listen to this if you need to. But you guys have to release this from your life. You cannot glow if you are held down in the darkness. Everything will bother you if you don't learn to forgive. And you might think, shoot, you might think you need to forgive the person who wronged you when you was 5 years old. It might be the person who wronged you when you was 13 that really affected your whole life. Just forgive them. And I go wherever the Lord leads me these days. And I just had to tell y'all that, because I chased after those I'm sorry's and that forgiveness for a long time, and I never got it. And it took away from me as a parent too, because I found myself putting certain expectations on my daughter that was based on my unforgiveness. Yeah. And so when you see that reflection, you, as a woman, as a mom, you're like, you know what? I cannot do that. So for any of you guys who are struggling, just know that it gets better, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you are loved, literally loved. Your purpose here on earth has not been fulfilled, and so you will be here, period. So before we wrap up, if y'all don't mind, if I say a quick prayer, if y'all don't mind, if I say a quick prayer. No, y'all are so welcome. I don't know where that just went completely wherever it needed to go, but I just felt it. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that. So I'll definitely say a quick prayer before we wrap up. I don't know where y'all at. Hopefully y'all in a safe place. If you are, you're able to bow your heads. Father God, we come to you on tonight, and we just want to first and tell you that you are an amazing God. You're a God that does the impossible. You're a God that does the improbable. You're the God that provides us all needs. God, I can't even speak to you right now about the amazingness that you've done tonight. There's so much in this room right now. I know it's a virtual room, but there's so much in this room, Father God, that you are about to remove and release from their lives, Father God. Father God, you're the one that handles and supplies us with everything that we need. You give us life, you give us breath. And right now, there are some of us that feel like we're in a darkness where we can't breathe, Father God, but I know that you're releasing that right now. For the first time, you're allowing them to have air in their belly that goes out of their mouth. They're able to sigh because of you, Father God. Father God, I just want to pray over each and every woman tonight, those who are here, those who are currently here right now, and those who wish that they could be here, Father God. I want to pray over them and let them know that anytime that they doubt that you're able to provide for them, I want to pray over that. I want to pray that you remove those feelings from their lives. I want to pray that you remove any doubt, any contempt, any worry, and any anxiety. I pray that you remove those, because we understand that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy, but he does not do this physically. He does this to us mentally and emotionally. We understand that the devil will come to us and kill our emotions, come and kill our spirits. But Father God, we know that you're a God that revives us. You're a God that supplies us. You're a God that takes care of every single need that we have in our lives, Father God. Father God, I want to pray over each and everyone's personal life. Whatever they may be going through in their personal life, I pray that you remove it. I pray that you take care of them in many ways, Father God. I want to pray over their businesses. I want to pray that they build kingdom businesses, knowing that it is focused on you, is focused on the things that you have outlined as the principles to have in our lives, which is to serve, which is to love you, which is to read your word, Father God. I pray over those things right now. And Father God, I just pray that you allow them to have focus, you allow them to have energy, to fill them up in ways that they've never been able to be filled by man alone, that they have to have you in order to have fulfillment in their life, Father God. I pray over purpose in their life. I pray over purpose in their business. I pray for their families, their friends, and anyone that they come in contact with. In Jesus' name we pray. Thank you so much. Amen. All right. Woo, child. I just want to say thank you, ladies.
Amen. Amen.
I just want to say thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I didn't even know I needed this tonight. I thought I was coming in here just to talk about content, but I didn't even know I needed this myself tonight. This is the single most reason why I go so hard for what I do, period. This is the reason why I go so hard for what I do. You guys can connect with me on Instagram if you feel like, you know what, I want to work with you. Definitely reach out to me, let me know. But most importantly, y'all just continue to stay prayed up, read the word, and lean on each other. You guys have an amazing community here. We literally just rocked out for what, 3 hours? 3 hours. And I will tell you, I don't know the last time I ended a class with a prayer. So we did some things tonight. We did some things tonight. So I just thank you, Angel, again for inviting me in to speak with your community. And I'm just, I don't know. I'm just so grateful right now. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm so grateful. So any last remarks, questions, anything before we wrap up tonight?
I think you summed it all up.
She's like, girl, what you supposed to say after you prayed?
Right. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you did
an amazing job.
amazing. Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And I'll just put this out here. Ladies, if you ever feel like you just need somebody to pray for you, I do that for free. So you can hit me up. And I'll pray for you. I have absolutely no problem doing that at all. I know how hard it can be to pray for yourself sometimes. So I'm extending that to y'all. And I don't know. I'm just going wherever the spirit leads me tonight. So Angel, any last marks before you hit us, you close us out? She must be busy doing something else. She gotta be busy with pros. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for allowing me to speak to y'all tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Oh, there she goes. Did you have anything before we close out? You're on mute, girl.
You muted.
I'm gonna ask her to unmute.
Okay. Y'all oh my God. My mind is just gone. Okay, so my computer just went off and I'm like, oh my God, but something told me, God was in the building. Let me tell you guys, something told me log in on your phone. I don't know. Something just told me to log in on my phone, and I sent Jasmine a message and my computer went down in the middle of her praying. So I'm just like, God is so good. Y'all don't understand. He was in the building tonight, and I am so thankful for you because I was able to log on in time on my phone because the whole class would have just been dead. So I'm just so happy that I made you a host, and this was amazing. This was wonderful. Like, oh my God, it was overwhelming, but I needed this. Like, I needed this. And I'm so thankful for you, Coach. Like, you really didn't have to do this. And as soon as I asked you, can you do this for my mentees? You were like, yes, you stuck to your word, the date and everything. And I'm just thankful. We are all just very thankful for you. I appreciate you so much. Like,
You're
so much.
You're so welcome. We had a great night, y'all. So
we had a time. We had a time tonight. Yes, this was good. This was so good.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and log up here so I can go ahead and get to bed.
Good night, beautiful. Good night.
Y'all have an
You
amazing
guys
night.
also too, if you appreciated everything that was done tonight, please tag her, please follow her, please support her businesses because she is the truth. When I first talked to her, she didn't even charge me. I was willing to pay. She didn't even charge me or anything. Like literally.
I didn't. I was like, look, here's the strategy. Go ahead and
She gave it to me. Like literally. So there is really good. I'm tongue tied. I've been working since 8 a.m. still in the office, but there is really still good people that exist. And
Right.
one of them, like seriously, like very genuine. Very genuine. And I only share my mentees with genuine people that are really going to get in here and pour into them and, you know, make them a better person, a better business, whatever they need, whatever you guys need, I got you guys. I'm having brain farts because I'm tired. I've been working since 9 a.m. But I'm excited. And I will be reaching out to you as well, Coach.
Please do. Listen, y'all.
DM me before you go night, before you do your night stuff. DM me, okay?
I sure will. Listen, y'all have an amazing night. I want to say this again because God is just telling me, make sure I say it again. If you need somebody to pray for you, I do that for free. I'll put that out there. So hit me up, let me know if you ever need somebody to pray with you. I'm completely open to it. But other than that, y'all have an amazing night. Have an amazing evening. Thank you so much for having me again. I love y'all. And I always tell everyone, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Good night,
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, ladies.
Good night.